to the annual ACE Invitational Tournament AAIT presented by Mobile Legend Bang Bang. And yes, it's an international tournament where teams from 5 different countries will participate: Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Bhutan. So the clash is on in the land of dawn. So today's match is a lower bracket match between Love and Troll from Pakistan versus WAINS Dynasty, and they're also from Pakistan. The clash is about to begin. And here from Custer's desk, I'm here, Waqar, Mehmood, and we have Scaredyet in our side here. So, how are you feeling, bro? Are you so excited? It's a lower bracket match, but still, it's about WAINS Dynasty versus Love and Troll. Both of this team from Pakistan, the top two team in their region, and they're in the top chart, in the top list. And so, what you gonna say? Are you excited?
Absolutely. And my excitement is out of the roof at this point, and you can, I believe, seriously check that out because I am sounding the same as well. All right, that's basically too much of a self-appraisal, but sure, I totally relate to the point wherein you said both the teams are from Pakistan and they are fighting for their survival at this point because they are in the lower bracket. Wayne's Dynasty, they had the chance and now they've already used up. They were not able to win even a single game against Fate yesterday. So they had a pretty tough time and a tough day, but now it's entirely new situation. They've got Love and Troll. They'll basically be well versed with them because they play for the same nation. They might have played against each other a couple of times. So I want to see and look at how well they're going to adapt in this specific match because the strategies that they brought onto the table yesterday they did not work out against Fate. I want to see if Love and Troll might have taken a page or two of the Book of Fate and they want to imply it in this specific match.
Yeah, obviously, I'm also excited to see. Even I want to see Wins Dynasty. They had a very tough time yesterday. They lost 3 matches in a row against the Fate, the top Nepali team, and they struggled enough. And I guess they will figure out to win this game. Even Love and Troll, they're also a very good team. Even as you said, they might have faced earlier in many matches in the regional tournament. So let's see what happened because both of these teams are quite good in their position. When's Dynasty, they have one of the most strongest core player in their region, like Pakistan Cyber, and in the other hand, I'm not sure. I just forget who is the jungler from the side of Love and Troll. I just forgot. Never mind with that. So in the last match, we witnessed outstanding marksman gameplay from Wasfin O'Connor. Usually, he plays Beatrix, but he's also good with many marksmen like Leslie, even 1-1. Like he could play 80 marksmen. So in this match, I'm also excited to see how his marksman gameplay goes in this game against the Love and Troll team. And yes, both of this team will try to make a good position and they will try to make a place in the higher bracket in the main section. So let's talk about the bans and the draft picking Scaredyet. So usually we used to say every time in the customers there's discussion will they follow the regular ban section like the meta ban, the meta ban following, even the picking if we comes to the picking point. So usually what do you think? They're gonna follow the standard meta picking? What you gonna say?
We'll have to see. I believe Love and Troll might go ahead and ban out a couple of comfort picks that might come in from Wayne's Dynasty, like the Beatrix or maybe a Barats. But for now, they're going to stick with the Valentina, just the meta bans coming in front of us now. Carmilla is going to be the response coming in by Wayne's Dynasty, sticking to those standard bans, I see.
Oh, well, exactly from the side of Wings Dynasty, meta bans are already coming out from their side, and a Carmilla ban. And we all know how dangerous she could be even in the late game. I'm talking about late game because in the late game, the sustainability of Carmilla increases so highly. Even the the CC effect she got, like the ultimate, the revamp ultimate. It's very like annoying. Like whenever you were inside the Carmella's ultimate, literally it feels like your games are lagging or whatever. The slow effect is too annoying. So it's a very good after revamp. The ultimate is totally OP. That I would say, in my opinion, it's totally OP. So it's a usual ban from that side. that we could say. So directly, I'm just moving on to the love and troll side. And yes, the usual band, the regular band, the Marty's the master of NTCC skill, the Mortal Coil, and the Decimation. That's the reason why people just love to put Marty's in the band section, because Marty's is capable to take Savage and turn the whole game within a second, like couple of seconds. So yes, just maybe he got couple of nerfs, not couple of, just a recent patch he got nerfed maybe, and yes it is. So still Martis is worthy enough to bang the whole opponent team. So again, usual ban, and that is obviously a Kaja ban from the side of WAINS Dynasty, and usually bans are going regular ban, the meta ban. Both of these team are, they're just literally following the meta banning. Like, yeah, it's very good ban that we could say.
And now they're taking away the Atlas, making room for quite a lot of rumors out there. And I want to see what is going to be the response by Wayne's Dynasty. Are they going to stick with the Leo mod or maybe take away something else, maybe a 1-1? Because there are quite a lot of heroes that will remain open, including the Akai as well as the Parats, which is usually the meta in these areas. And I just want to see that's going to be the Barats taken out though. So yes, what we were expecting has already happened. Now comes in for the first pick time, Love and Troll. What are they going to go forward with? Maybe an Akai. It would be a decent choice, but they also have a Balmond for the answer.
Yes, so let's see which role they would pick at the first, because they have plenty of options. The meta option in their hand, uh, they could have go for a Leomord, even like even they could pick 1-1. No, they're not gonna pick 1-1, because if they manage to pick 1-1, then obviously the opponent team will pick here a Phobos. Okay, so Parkbot here just picked Akai as a jungler. I'd like to ask you a question, and we all know Scaredyet, like tank meta is no longer available, but still hypering Akai, Basha, even sometime we see hyper Hylos is still worthy enough, because we know tank meta is no longer available in this current meta, because it ended up like couple of tank item nerf after nerfing couple of tank item like Nade Radiant Armor, even many more. Currently, I just can't remember at this moment. But still, why hypering Akai is so much profitable? I would like to ask you this question. What you gonna say about this hypering, tanky hyper in this meta?
To be honest, Akai provides a lot of room to your own teammates because of those heavy spins as well as the knockup that he has and the shield that he always gets because of his passive. So his kit is pretty vast and it's very I would say valuable whenever a good player is on that specific hero. He can actually set up good situations for his teammates that they can capitalize on. So that is probably one of the reason. And of course, those heavy spins, they're used up to zone out your opponents off the Lord Pit, of the Turtle Pit, and all those neutral objectives. So that's an amazing tool to have in your kit and actually gain control of those objectives.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, we witnessed a couple of matches with Pagbot played with Akai, and that is totally admirable. And yes, from the other side, Kyrie picked Karina as a jungler, which is good. If you manage to utilize the proper skill, even I'm not pretty sure which role this Karina would play. Like, she could go for, tanky Karina, or even the usual one-shot build, like the magic damage build. And I'm not sure. We'll figure it out when the match will start. So Wasfino counter in this match made his appearance in his first game with a Clint here, and obviously, Clint is an OP marksman. Like, the reason people love to play Clint, like Scaredyet, that quick drop, no matter where you are in bushes. Like, if you are hiding in the bushes, if Clint managed to lock you, like, if you manage to lock the bush, then the opponent marksman will definitely get the shot with a bonus passive bullet, even the grenade bombardment. Every time Clint casts a skill, it gives you a extra passive bullet, and Clint is too dangerous in the late game. In early to mid to late, totally Clint is a complete package with a heavy critical damage. So yes, here's a top chart in the marksman. This one of the most overpicked hero according to this current meta Scaredyet.
That is true. And now I wanted to see what are going to be the bans coming in from these teams. Now I'm seriously surprised to see Love and Troll banning out that Yuzhong because there's Sparsa in the hands of Cyber, and I thought that they might be able to, pick that hero up in order to force some off position plays by Cyber, but or maybe I actually expected Wayne's Dynasty to ban it out, but now since Love and Troll have banned it away, they've actually managed to ban out the Lapu Lapu as well. So that's another good utility based hero in the EXP lane off the charts. Now the options that are remaining are a Terizla as well as an Esmeralda and Dyroth, maybe a Uranus in the hands of a capable player. And I know that all of them are actually capable of that.
Yeah, you know what, Cyberid? I was also thinking the same thing. Like, why this ban Yuzong? Even Yuzong is a good counter of Persa, so they could have picked the Yuzong. So, well, what's in their mind? We don't know. So let's see. And yes, from the last phase of ban from the side of Love and Troll, and the ban is just here because from the Wiz Genesis side, they didn't pick any roamer yet. So I guess it's a good ban from their side. So yes, it's now the selecting time for Hamad no counter, and yes, he is a roamer from their side. So definitely he would love to pick a roamer here. He might pick Rafaela. Had plenty of options in his hand. So let's see which hero he will pick in this pick. Oh, okay. Kufra, which is a quite interesting pick. And you know what? In this tournament, the AAIT tournament, we didn't witness any Kufra gameplay as long as I can remember right now. But it will be totally interesting, and I'm so excited to see Kufra gameplay in this match. In the other side, no assassin yet, and we all know Kufra is a good counter of every single assassin. So I'm so pretty excited to see a Kufra gameplay from the side of WAINS Dynasty Storm.
I believe that you were not there for the game number two that actually happened between two other teams, and there was a Kufra play in that, and that was absolutely insane. Sama would be able to relate to that once she joins us in the casting deck for the game match number two. But for now, we're gonna see a Mathilda as the answer for the Kufra along with a Terizla. Now, I really like the Terizla pick. The penalty zone is great. It offers a lot of value, can help, Sicilian to be safe from all the dive potential that might come in from Storm as well as Hamad now. And he has his hands on Uranus. We know he played really well last time. I want to see how is he going to answer the Terizla this time, because he will not have the aggression in his lane and he will be the one to push the wave later. Now, drafts are in front of us. I would like to ask you, Waqar, who do you think has the better draft?
Well, definitely that I would say the WAINS Dynasty, they have the better draft here because they got the Uranus in the walking fountain as a pure XP laner, the tanky XP laner. Even as they have Fursa in their team, in the opponent, like the counter like Yuzhong, they just banned Yuzhong. I don't know why. What's going on in their mind? So in my opinion, I would like to put WAINS Dynasty in up ahead than Love and Troll. Both of them pick very well, but as you ask my personal opinion, then I would go for the WAINS Dynasty team. So yes, the picking and the lineup are quite tricky here, and the lower bracket match has already started, and both of these players going to their respective positions. So let's see which team has the last left. From Custer's desk, I'm here, Waqar, Mehmood, with Scaredyet is here to roll you up, to rock you up. So directly, I'm just moving on to Scaredyet.
Absolutely. Land of Dawn is the name of the arena. Love and Troll on the blue taking on Wayne's Dynasty on the red in this best of 5 lower bracket matchup. The winner moves forward and the loser has to go back home, and none of them would want to have, wait to happen for that. But for now, we're going to look it towards the goal lane wherein we see the purple and Koopa up against a Clint, and he will be able to bully him out. But the skirmish in the mid lane seems to be troublesome, especially for Parkboy, who has got the shield, but not enough to immune the burst damage that is there from Vaspi, making his presence right into this early game.
It was a perfect early strike from the WAINS Dynasty side and managed to take their hyper. And they didn't took the roamer, they didn't took the mage, they took the hyper down in the early impact. So definitely we would say, Scared, it's definitely a very good start from their side. They took the hyper. And yes, so that was a very good start from the WAINS Dynasty side. And one thing that I recall you guys, those who are watching the live stream and these matches, and it's all about the one of the most good team and the top team in the Pakistani region. So if you are supporting Love and Troll, then the hashtag LNT, and if you are supporting Wins Dynasty, then hashtag WD, and keep supporting your team, and don't forget to mention from which country you are watching with us. So I would ask you one thing, as you asked me, Scaredyet, like which team that I would like to keep ahead in my opinion. So what about you? Which team you are going to support, and tell me about the draft picking side, and which team's draft picking is good from your side.
I personally think that Love and Troll might actually pull this one through because, as for them, I've got a clear idea. They know that they need to protect the Sicilian. They have to push those towers with the Popol and Koopa. They're trying to keep the Clint on bay. So they've basically got a decent amount of idea about of their game plan. But as for Wayne's Dynasty, yes, of course, they've got their hands on Cyber with that over that Farsa. But it does seem to be a little confusing since they have both of those tanks as the dive in heroes, wherein Kufra would jump as well as Uranus would jump into the backline to disrupt it. So I just want to see, meanwhile, in that whole duration, Clint was picked off position. That was a beautiful pick off, but the turtle has been secured by Waynes.
Well, the first turtle is nicely and safely goes to the side of Wins Dynasty, and the Karina seeking the first turtle layer, and the server is trying to get some minions from the mid lane, and here Reynolds is trying to cut the lane against the Terazla, and he's easily doing his job. Whenever you picked Uranus there, it's quite easy to give a lane cut here, and I guess we're about to see a team fight in the top lane. Karina is approaching, and there is an airstrike from Farsa, but it's a bad move. Oh my goodness! And I guess, well, here Ravage is trying to get the storm here. I mean, Ravage is a Soundwave skin, the Transformer skin. It's look quite good here, and oh my goodness, they're trying to dig some gold here from the top lane, and Wasfi, no counter, literally just taking the gold out of the turret, and again there's a Tyrant Rager. We are about to see a kill. Oh my goodness, and Rumi this time secured the kill. Oh my goodness, another Shadow Assault from Karina, double kill secured by Kyrie here, and this time they took the lead here and on a early trade.
That is absolutely correct. Now, there's one thing that I want to notice, point out is that I believe Parkboy he overextended a little bit extra. I don't think so. He should have gone for the Kufra as the Tyrant's Rage was absolutely on point, and he managed to bait out perfectly Parkboy, and they managed to pick him off as well. Now, a jungler for a tank is never a good trade, but for now, it seems that Vaspi will fall into the hands of Popol and Copa, and that is the only reason why they have actually picked this hero to seize those towers to keep Clint at bay, which was not happening since the early game because the rotation was from the side of Dwayne's Dynasty was on point.
Yeah, totally. And again, the turtle has spawned in the land of Dawn, and again, the Tyrant Rays combined with Tyrant's Revenge here. Kufra is with his bouncing ball about to get Purple Koopa, and I guess he will get secured position. And again, there is a chase and a fight. There's a circling eagle trying to get Karina here, and this side Pagward managed to get the turtle. The second turtle goes to the side of Love and Troll, and there's a heavy spin trying to corner out, and yes, Rumi just see the kill of Kyrie here, and there's giving a chase, and he will definitely secure a kill again. Another kill. Oh my goodness. But Kyrie, I know it's Kylo if I'm not pronouncing the wrong. And again, there is a bouncing ball of Cooper, and he just managed to escape with his low life. I mean, that Sicilian, that was a wise move. Like I was thinking like he would get killed, but in the end, he just managed to escape, and that's very good and a luck game, And Kufra is trying to make a position here, about to perform a Tyrant's Revenge, but not today. But the first tower will go down from the side of Love and Troll. And there's a circle eagle, but that was a completely bad move because no one in the side. And in the meantime, here there's again airstrike from Fursa. Waspino counter secure the kill here, and giving a chase. And there's a team fight running on, and couple of bad impact for Sicilian, and it's all over. Karina just secured the kill of Sicilian out of nowhere. He just came out of nowhere and secured the kill. And yes, and definitely the game is just going to the side of Wins Dynasty, and they're just playing very well, and they're controlling the map.
That is true, and they've basically got an idea of what they have to do for now. They picked off Matilda yet again, so things seem to be a little more troublesome for Love and Troll at this point because they've lost the gold advantage that they had in the early game. Now in the gold deficit, and the plan of sieging those towers is not working at all because I believe they would have wanted to play in the lane of Popol and Koopa to make sure Waspi does not have the farm that he has, and as well as use the Koopa at his best of the strengths. That is the tower push. He can seize those towers way too quickly. But they did not play along with their win condition for now, and now they've got to focus on their secondary win condition. That would be letting the Sicilian stack up so that he will be able to deal the damage from that backline. But again, Cyber, with his hands on the Farsa, is not going to let that happen so easily.
Oh well, the turtle has spawned again in the land of Dawn, and there's a turtle in revenge, and he will secure the kill. And Rumi is running out of health, and he just managed to escape. Turtle has spawned, as I said, and this time the turtle will get secured by WAINS Dynasty jungle on this Karina, I guess. If I'm not sure, they will take the turtle here. There is a chance to see a fight in the mid lane. Uranus is here, and there's again a Tyrant Red, but in the awkward position inside the tower. Killing speed by Cyber. Oh my goodness, there's a heavy spin. Tried to stash them away and cornered the Uranus, but the Uranus, a walking fountain, managed to escape. But I guess, well, again, there's a penalty zone for Terizla and Hammer Strike in the meantime as well. Karina with Shadow Assault trying to chase him, and he will get him, and he just got him in the meantime. Terizla again, the Tyrant Rage. Perfect Tyrant Rage. Fight is going a complete massacre. Oh my goodness. Popol and Koopa out of nowhere come here and secure the kill, and there's again a perfect airstrike, but you know, the whole Love and Troll team, there's three of them left, and they've managed to escape and then took the damage here. So yes, let's see, they're already in the lead. Like, I'm just talking about the WAINS Dynasty team, they're taking the lead 10 kills in a row, and in the other side Love and Troll managed to get 6 kills. And if we talk about the goal difference between these two teams, then 27k gold for WAINS Dynasty, and in the other hand 22k gold from the side of Love and Troll.
Absolutely. Let's have a quick look at the items. You had the question of what this Karina is going to go through with, and the answer is right in front of us. She is going with the tanky build. Already has the Molten Essence along with the Athena shield as well as the blade armor. So it's gonna nullify the damage that's gonna come in from Popol and Koopa, as well as those Pat impact would not be as impactful as Sicilian feels like. So Kylo would have to build up another a few more items, but for now, at his stage, not yet connected. Though Feathered Airstrike will be committed. Popol taken down quite low, but he will survive for now, and that's going to be the disengage. That was a good disengage from Love and Troll. I really felt like maybe Storm would have wanted to go with the rage, but he did not have that one. But they want to go in for another engage at this time. But the heavy spins connects perfectly. The circling eagle jumps in as well, and they have caught 3 people with that Tyrant's Rage. That's a massive re-engage coming in from the side of WAINS Dynasty, but they might have forced the issue a lot more than they could actually chew off. Look at the HPs from 3 members. Unitas wants to go in for that kill, and the greed has got the better of him, and the trade has been secured by Love and Troll. A very good punish.
Well, that was a complete good opening for Love and Troll, and they created momentum, and now they're just taking the lead here. The goal difference is not that much high right now because they're on the team fight that we witnessed. The Kufra was totally outstanding. Like, Storm got 3 heroes in the Tyrant's Rage, and the first Lord appeared, and this Lord will go to the side of Love and Troll, and definitely they will secure the Lord here. And again, Akai Happy just trying to stash him away, and he managed to dead. But unfortunately, the kill goes nicely stolen by Terizla here. This kill supposed to be, you know, like Akai's kill, but in the end, it's just taken by, you know, Terizla, and that was totally acidic to say.
The funniest part was the fact that Kylo was just trying to land his bat impact while every time the heavy spin of Parkboy connected with Karina, he just pushed her out of the range, and so it was basically wasted bats impact. But for now, the Tyrant's Revenge is not at all wasted as it's connect perfectly. Akai though will be able to survive with the sustain that he has, and the mid tier 1 will fall. So that's a good way to zone out the members of WAINS Dynasty. Now I want to see how long can they hold, because they have a decent amount of farm, but that's a massive Tyrant's Revenge connecting with the Tyrant's Rage, but no follow-up whatsoever. Penalty zone connecting with two people, and Clint has been punished. That's a great way to come back into this match, and the win condition, the secondary one, is being fulfilled by the members of Love and Troll.
Exactly, and they're just trying to push from the mid lane, like the whole Love and Troll team. They got the confidence here, and they're on a couple of team fights. And there's a Divine Leper Cyber now. Cyber is capable to deal high amount of physical damage with magic damage with magic penetration here. And there's airstrike again to clear the lane, and Cyber just using her ultimate to clear the lane, because you know the first is airstrike, the feather airstrike got very low CD. So let's look at the item slot again, that we can see the Cyber already made it. Clock of Destiny, Winter Tertian is Lightning Tertian combined with a Divine Glaive, and in the other side, Sicilian is also running with the same item here, Divine Glaive to melt on the tanky opponent, and I guess he's just trying to build his stack up, like you know, Sicilian is a pure late game and he's damage based on the stack based damage, so if this game goes too long, like more than 17 or 18 minutes, then definitely it will be Sicilian's game, and they'll get the benefit of the late game Sicilian, the perfect late game core in Mobile Legend, the late game mage that is Sicilian. So that's a weapon for Love and Troll that we would say, like, whenever you have Sicilian, so no need to worry, just make a safe position and keep flexing your bat impact, then the job will get done. You will easily melt down any tanky opponent, as long as with those squishy one, just one single bat impact is all enough to melt down squishy heroes like, you know, Clint here, Saiba, who is playing the mage. So just all you have to do, maintain the stack and make a good position.
Absolutely, but for now, the possession was not at all good for Uranus, and Hamad has been shut down, and the follow-up is there, but not enough damage whatsoever from Farsa as well as Vaspi. Now, Feathered Airstrike will connect, and it will land on the perfect target. That would be Mathilda, though. She will retreat from the fight, but Sicilian does not want to. Gets another pick-off. Kyle trying his best to get a pick-off, but no. He will not be allowed to do so, as the flicker was there. So Kylo will survive the wrath of Kyrie. Now the Lord is up. The trade is in favor of Love and Troll. So I want to see how they're going to play this one forward, because they do not have those skills for now. They're on the cooldown.
Well, yes, the Lord has spawned here, and definitely it will be a heavy Lord to take, and this Lord will carry enough HP and the Rage Lord that we could say. Here just Purple and Koopa just trying to put some trap, like it provides a good map vision, and here Matilda just uses Flaker because she was in the awkward position in the middle of the three heroes. So I guess we're about to see a clash, and it will be a complete massacre if both of these teams start a fighter in the Lord's lane. And there's a bouncing ball for Kufra and Uranus. Also with Kufra is trying to get some map vision for his team here, because he's also a tank, maybe a EXP laner, but we count Uranus as a tank also, the EXP laner tank. And there is a heavy spin from Akai, just cornered him up, pinned him in the wall, and there's airstrike from Persa, and this time Cyber secured the early kill, like he just got the kill of Popol and Koopa, and that was a totally a beneficial kill. Oh my goodness, there's a shadow also, but kind of double kill secured by Cyber, and the late game core also. Oh my god, goodness, there is a shutdown by Torres, and in the meantime Kyrie secured another kill here, and totally both of this team are quite out of number, that we could say, but in the end the fight goes to the side of WAINS Dynasty, and probably without zero competition they will definitely take the Rage Lord this time, if I'm not wrong. Let's see, they're gonna stick with the Lord, and yes, they will, because only Matilda here, Ruby is here left, so he will definitely do nothing here, because he's not holding the retribution. So definitely the Lord will go to the side of WAINS Dynasty, and in the meantime Waspino counters made one of his core item, that is Berserker's Fury, which helps him to trigger a high amount of critical damage. And this Lord will definitely approach from the top lane, if I'm not wrong. And let's see, will this Lord manage to get one of the inhibitor tower, and that will be a little bit trouble for Love and Troll.
Not just a little bit. I believe like it'll be much more than that because
Hmm.
for now, yes, Sicilian is there, so he will be able to clear those waves up. The wave clearing is decent on the side of Love and Troll, but still the follow up that might come in from Vasvi as well as the Farsa in the hands of Cyber, it might pose a lot of threat. Plus the wave management is absolutely perfect. The top and mid will crash at the same time. Plus, this feather there try to zone everyone out. That's going to be the charge lord charging in onto that tower. It will be defended fairly easily, though feathered airstrike not coming on the right time. So mid inhibitor will finally fall thanks to the passive of Clint, and they've also worked up their way towards the top inhibitor and a perfectly
Hmm.
disciplined gameplay from the side of WAINS Dynasty.
Yeah, definitely, and yes, this Lord was too beneficial, and it helps the team, the Wins Dynasty, to get two, not only one, but also two inhibitor tower, like the top inhibitor tower and also with the mid lanes inhibitor tower. That means they're about to get some super minions here. Super minions will come from top and mid lane, and those minions are quite heavy. And yes, Kufra was hiding inside the bush, and there is a hunter strike for Clint. Wasfino counter, and uh, I'm not, if I'm not wrong. Let's have a look at the item slot. That I would like to see the Clint's item here. So Clint is just usually going to his usual build. Okay, so Blade of Heptasis here with Hunter Strike and a Malefic Roar, which will help to get some physical penetration. And in the other hand, Popol and Koopa using his decent build, like Malefic Roar, the physical penetration, Demon Hunter Sword with the Blade of the Spire. So both of these marksmen seems quite ready with the items, like they could create a lot of damage, easily could melt down those tanky opponents from both of this side. And there he is, a bad first for Sicilian. And yes, there is a bad impact also. Look at the damage of the Sicilian right now. And there's a feather airstrike for first to clear the lane, and there's a heavy spin, but not worthy enough because he just used heavy spin without no reason. Literally, there was no one like he could easily stash him away. Well, let's see. And if you have a look on the kill difference between these two teams, then Love and Troll is in the lead, like one kill lead from their side, and in the other side, there's one kill behind the Wins Dynasty team. So, what do you think, Scaredyet? Like, they already lost to Inhibitor Thought, but still, there is a chance for them to give a comeback whenever you have a Sicilian in your side. So, what do you think, Love and Troll? Will they manage to win this game? It is quite hard to say, but what you gonna say about that?
It's entirely difficult because it totally depends on how well Farsa positions herself. Storm is going to be the face of the aggressor, but that's an amazing penalty zone. Though the Tyrant's Rage connects, it's only good enough to help Vaspi retreat with his flicker, but the damage has already been done. Look at the backline, Popol and Koopa taken down by Hamad. Cyber is also there. He does not have the feathered airstrike for now, so I don't think so he'll be able to help Hamad out, but he will be taking on all the aggression. He's basically wasting the as much time as he possibly can because Love and Troll, they don't have the damage to take him down at all. He will literally tank everything. He's back to full HP. It's only Sicilian who can help the remaining members of Love and Troll to take him down because Koopa has been taken out. So Hamad doing the exact job that he's supposed to. 1-for-1 trade, but it went in favor of WAINS Dynasty.
Yeah, that is why Uranus built for like hold the team fight and distract. And there's a heavy spin. Also, there's the airstrike in the meantime for Cyber here. And look at the damage, insane damage, and negative penalty zone. And also with a hammer strike for Teresla here. And literally, this Forza is melting down every single hero of Love and Troll. Even he is melting the Akai. Akai may be a jungler, but a tanky jungler that we all know. He's going for the tanky build. But still, the damage of Forza is quite insane, and literally with the help of Divine Glaive, literally he is just melting every single hero of Love and Troll. And now there's a the pin drop silent going on in the land drop down in the turtle in the Lord's lane here, because both of these teams seems ready with a full HP. Like they will try to get the Lord, and they will try to get a fight here in the Lord's lane. And yes, there's a poke, there's a little bit touch on the Lord, and definitely the Lord will keep attacking as he got touched here by one of the team's hero. So let's see which team managed to secure the Lord here, or there will be this. You know what, Cyberyet, Scaredyet, this team fight will decide the fate one of this team. That I would say.
It will probably do, because this Lord is going to be extremely important of an objective to have for your team. But you know, I feel like WAINS Dynasty, the thing that they've been doing is it's absolutely perfect. Yes, of course, Storm is not being able to tank as much damage as you would expect him to, but then again, he's a Kufra. He can only do so much. But in the meantime, the way Hamad is creating that opening by jumping on Koopa again and again. So Frank has absolutely no way of saving himself, because yes, he would have the damage to take down Uranus, but not if he's right in your face. That too up with those 20 stacks. So that's something that Hamad is using in his favor, and I feel like if Kyrie uses that opening to jump towards the back and try and take Cillian out, that would be it. That's exactly what WAINS Dynasty need to win those team fights.
Yes, exactly, and they're just holding. They just keep staying in the Lord's lane here, and just oh my God, what's wrong with these two teams? I'm just waiting to see a team fight, and I'm just so excited to see, and eagerly waiting for a team fight here. And here, Terizla seems quite ready with his hammer strike, and just Purple and Koopa, the Ravage and the Soundwave is keep giving damage to the Lord, and with the Sicilian, and there's a penalty zone. Oh my goodness, but unfortunately, the Lord is secured by Kyrie here, and in the meantime, Kyrie's going to kill up Purple and Koopa. They are out of number. Oh my goodness, Terizla is out of HP, and in the meantime, Waspino counter Terizla nicely. GG, and the trade nicely on by the WAINS Dynasty team, and that is out of number. They lost two of the core team members here, and this Panda, the Kai, is, oh my goodness, the Kung Fu Panda, the Dragon Warrior, just got slain by the hands of Waspio, just playing to clean the marksman from that side. I guess, you know, yeah, that I would say this is all over for Love and Troll. If they manage to log the base, then boom, that is all over. And they log the base, and that is it. That's the end for Love and Troll. And the first game, nicely won by WAINS Dynasty. Congratulations for securing the first victory against the Love and Troll team. So congratulations, like I would say, to the whole KD goes to Cyber. Look at the KD, a 6112 KD with 10.9 rating, and that is what we were talking about this first, the insane damage. Look at the item, Scaredyet. Like, she is just completely, even she sold her shoes to make a extra item. That means he dealt a huge damage, and if we look at the data, then we will get to know.
Yes, that is absolutely true. I really want to see the, you know, damage data that actually came out, because Sicilian was definitely going in with his bats impact again and again. He dealt 37% of the damage from his side, but there was no one to follow up after that. It's just Popol and Koopa with 20% damage, and yes, there is love, of course, with 75 of that. But then again, it was not enough to take out those tanky frontliners or even reach the back line in that sense, because Akai was doing a job for that, but I don't think so he was able to do anything apart from just, you know, disrupting the feathered airstrike.
Yes, absolutely. And from the winning side, the most team fight participation provided by obviously Cyber, and he was the first from that side, and the Mage 95% team fight participation. And from the losing side, the most team fight participation came from their roamer, and there that is definitely Rumi, who played the roamer, Matilda 88%, and the most hero damage dealt by the Kylo, who was the mage from the Love and Troll side, 37%, and the most hero damage in the meantime dealt by the winning side, and that is Wasfino counter with his clean 34%. So that is all for the first game. Love and Troll versus Win Dynasty, and the first game on win by WAINS Dynasty, and that's a very good start for them. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a minute with the second game of this AAIT tournament. Dynasty on the first game. Love and Troll lost. Okay,
Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back. You all are watching the annual Ace Invitational Tournament. We're witnessing the match number one to the lower bracket, Wayne's Dynasty up against Love and Troll. The game one was absolutely amazing. We saw how it was actually going, like 50-50 towards both of these teams. It was literally a match of a seesaw, maybe a roller coaster, like everyone would call it. But at the end of the day, Wayne's Dynasty came out on top, winning that game with the draft that they had. The three tanky frontliners, Karina, Tank, Jungle, paired up with the Kufra as well as the Uranus. So that was a very good answer to the draft that came in from Love and Troll. Now, this match is going to be witnessed by me, Scaredyet, as well as my co-caster, Waqar.
well, we are just directly moving on to the bans and the picking side, and from the side of Love and Troll, again a Valentina band, which is a very good band that we could say like sometime the fake RMU is better than the real one. So, and we all know how tanky she is as a mage. So, well, you better put Valentina in the band section. Unusual ban Barat seems quite overrated in this tournament, even in this meta. Like the Wins Dynasty team, we witnessed a couple of good Barats hyper from Cyber. So maybe there's a reason why they don't want to get picked by Love and Troll side, and they just banned Barats from their side as their first ban. So now it's time for the second ban from the side of Love and Troll, and let's see which hero, which role they will ban. And they could have banned lots of heroes, like plenty of options they have in their hand. Like they could ban a Leomord, Martis, even a lot of option, like Kufra. Wait a second, why did I say Kufra and this bandit Kufra? Is it a coincidence or something? I'm just shocked with the ban of Kufra.
It's a respect ban coming in from the side of Love and Troll. They know how problematic that Kufra was in the previous game, the way that he was trying to target the backline, Sicilion, as well as the Purple and Koopa. So might as well just take him off the boards. You just don't want to face it anymore. Now they've got a lot of room to work with since the Kufra is out. So there's probably a chance of an Atlas pick from Wayne's Dynasty. So maybe Leventhal might take it away from the board as well, just like the previous game. But something is open, and that would be Martis Leomord.
Yeah, definitely. And if the ban mod is, then definitely the Leo mod will get open, and 11 troll will they try, and they will try to get the Leo mod here. And if you know what, like if you get Leo mod, still is enough good, and he got the enough early damage. The late game potential also. Like if you get the Leo mod, and they will get one of them, like Leo mod and Mertis, because they only have one option to ban. So definitely if they ban Leo mod, then they will get Murdis, and if they ban Murdis, they will get the Leo mod here. So I'm just worried to see which ban they're about to ban from the side of wins Dynasty. And yes, there is a Mortisman from their side, and Leomord is weapon, and I'm not quite sure they will go for Leomord or Akai. Wait a second, and there is a Akai from the side of Love and Troll here. And they picked again Akai with Retribution, and definitely another Akai Hyper we're about to witness in this line of dawn between these two team, Love and Troll versus WAINS Dynasty. That one thing I would remember you guys one more time, that both of these teams are from Pakistan, the Pakistani top chart team, like the WAINS Dynasty and Love and Troll. They're in the top chart, in the top notch team. So if you're supporting WAINS Dynasty, then go for them. And if you're supporting Love and Troll, then go for them too. Like, keep supporting, and don't forget to mention which country you are watching from. And yes, enjoy the game. And what you gonna say about this 1-1 picking, Scaredyet? Like, when you have 1-1 in your team, definitely what opponent will try to get a phobias, definitely.
Yeah, Phobias would be a little problematic for 1-1, but I don't think so anyone would pick him so early on because he will be countered by an Esmeralda in the lane. So if in case that happens, then of course a Phobias might be able to pose a threat to 1-1, but not for so long since Esmeralda will be bullying him out. Now, I really feel like the draft is probably going in the similar situation, just like the last game, but of course there's just a couple of changes. That would be a Kaja being picked up instead of Karina early pick. But I was talking about Karina and they've logged it right on. So they're trying to answer in the exact same way like in the previous match. But Farsa has already been denied.
Well, yeah, definitely. And you know what? Again, Kyrie is going with a Karina hyper, like the second time in the second game, and we just witnessed outstanding Karina hyper from the side of WAINS Dynasty, and came from the Kyrie side, and Masha Ben from that side, because as we can see, the no EXP laner picked up yet from the side of Love and Troll, so definitely it's a wise ban to ban a couple of EXP laner from their side, and now it's time to ban a hero from the side of Love and Troll. And as we can see, they got a hyper here, and definitely they will try to ban some mage. And yes, it is, they just banned a Sicilian, and they know how bad it could be in the late game, like the bad impact with the proper stack literally is capable to melt down the squishy one like 1-1, even the first. So it's better to put that that vampire in the ban section. And yes, from the side of, I know, WAINS Dynasty, the last phase of ban was the at last here, because one perfect battle link. If you got no counter like Digi, or even like other counters like Akai, then one perfect battle link could decide the whole fate of the game.
I don't exactly know why they would want to ban an Estes on their side because they banned out a Sicilian. Yes, a pretty decent choice. Might disrupt the feathered airstrike with those sanguine claws, but still, I believe the Eve would have been a better option since that real world manipulation might pose quite a threat. But then again, Cyber deciding to answer the Farsa by picking up the Lunox. So that's a pretty good choice. But I want to see how they're gonna pick up their EXP lane because there's something that I feel like is open there, and that might be starting from a Y, ending with a G, and has a black dragon form.
Yuzong, definitely. Well, let's see. Will they pick Yuzhong here, or well, Rumi here just showed up a Lolita, even a Grog, and wait a second. The Master of Wall, yes, the Grog is here, and the Land of Dawn in this game. But you know what? If they pick Fedrin, then I'm sensing something. Okay, there is a Lapu Lapu from the side of Love and Troll as a EXP laner. So you know what? That Lunox could be, probably that Lunox could be a nightmare for Rumi and Ray. You know why, Scaredyet? You know what I mean. Well, so yes, now it's time for Hamad no counter picked a hero, and that is definitely the Esmeralda. And yes, definitely, it's a very good pick, and it will be wise pick if the lock Esmeralda, because Akai got a shield here. In the meantime, Lapu Lapu, as long as with Rumi they both these three hero got shields. So, and we all know Esmeralda is too good soaking up those shield and make it his own, make it her own shield. And it could be a little bit trouble for Team Love and Troll because Hamad no counter this time. He just gonna XP lane with Esmeralda. And as you guys see, also Linux pick from Cyber, and that means, you know, and you guys all know that Linux is a perfect counter of all those tanky heroes. Then definitely Ray and Rumi will have a little bit trouble like messing with those Linux in the late game with Divine Glad Clock of Destiny is all enough to counter them. So yes, both of this team picked very well, and the lineup is totally fine from both of this side. Okay, so let's see which team has the last laugh in this game. Is it the WAINS Dynasty again managed to get the victory against Love and Troll? Oh, Love and Troll managed to capitalize in this game and get the victory. And yes, from Caster's desk, I'm here, Waqar, Mehmood, and my co-caster, Scaredyet is here. So directly in-game live action, I'm just directly moving on to Scaredyet.
Absolutely, and now I also want to see how Love and Troll are going to answer this draft with, because I really like the Esmeralda pick from WAINS, and it's a very good answer to the feathered airstrike. Yes, of course, it does not disrupt it entirely, but Esmeralda can land over Farsa and do a ton of damage, forcing Farsa to reposition. So that's a very good answer in my opinion. There are heavy spins. The draft is kind of similar, but the deny pick of Farsa is something that I feel like might make a difference. But then again, the Linux Ruby DD combination that we all know, using the chaos to dash forward and then the brilliance coming in, also deals a ton of damage in the late game. So scaling of both the mages are it's leaning towards that later stage. Like Clock of Destiny, Genius Swans, Lightning Truncheon, these are going to be the core items from their side. So the one who finishes them up first is going to make a lot of difference in the battlefield. I really want to see how things are going to go through with. It's going to be Love and Troll on the blue side taking on WAINS Dynasty on the red side.
Well, exactly. And here, as you can see, Linux is trying to make level 2 as early as he can. And yes, Akai with his blue buff here, and Rumi is trying to get a little bit firmed and here, like just helping his marksman. And we all know, like, whenever it's a 1-1 in your lane, then 1-1 lane a little bit of help here because in the early couple of minutes, because she's too squishy in the early game. She can made it in the late game with a couple of items, and there's a fight for the Little Wonder, and the Little Wonder is nicely secured by Ray here, who is a jungler from the Love and Troll side. And you know what, Scaredyet nowadays is securing a Little Wonder kind of passion for these days hypers here. Like they just literally fight for the Little Wonder and cause a retribution to get it. And yes, the retribution, as we can see, that goes to the Akai. Akai just secured the Little Wonder here, and in the top lane, the roamer from WAINS Dynasty is waiting to get the 1-1. I mean, not a roamer, I mean, as clean as hiding in the bush. Yes, the game is running on, both of these players in their respective positions. So let's see what happened in this game between these two teams.
Mid lane priority seems to be the target for the first win condition of both of them. And of course, Grok is being bullied a lot, especially by the Kaja. But that's going to be the first blood in the top side. The camp was absolutely on point, and the punish much better. So Parkboy now has to play a little more safe. He was playing the Akai jungle in the previous game, but has now been pushed to the gold lane, which is even more difficult, especially if he's up against a clan that does not have the early priority. And a good flicker from Cyber, making sure that the stun does not connect. The bravest warrior has been used, the turtle has been secured by Karina as well. So WAINS Dynasty getting a win on all the fronts. Wild Charge is not yet available for that airstrike, just being used to zone away the Kaja.
Yes, and that first turtle goes to the side of the Love and Troll. Akai just secured the first turtle here, and that seems they're just kind of they're just up against the farm here. And here in the bot lane, Esmeralda is just keep messing with Lapu Lapu, and you know that this Lapu Lapu is out of HP, as you can see. And are we about to see a fight in the top lane, because both of this roamer, They're just trying to get some vision for their team in the top lane, and Kaja just literally doing his job along as with. And oh my goodness, there is a fight, the bravest warrior, but unfortunately he got killed by the hand of Esmeralda. And the 3 minutes running on this game, and through 2 kills from the side of WAINS Dynasty here, and just 0 kill running from the side of Love and Troll. The fight and the clash is going on in the land of Dawn between the two Pakistani giant Love and Troll versus WAINS Dynasty. And one thing that I would like to remind you guys, those who are watching new this stream, WAINS Dynasty already on the first game between the BO5 match, and oh my goodness, there's a passive bullet. There's a use of flicker and Waspino counter again, counter the 1-1, and that's a hell of a good start that we could say from the WAINS Dynasty side.
Yeah, the moment he saw Swallow's path has been used up, he just jumped in with this flicker, knew there was nothing Parkboy could do in that situation, but Lunux going in for the Chaos Assault, it does not have enough damage to, get Raid down to critical HP. But of course, picking up a Lapu Lapu into the Esmeralda is something that is, I feel like, a little troublesome, especially for Lapu Lapu, since he is heavily dependent on his shield for that sustain, and Esmeralda ignores all of it. Plus, the Karina as the answer for the shield is also an excellent choice because of the true damage, which also in turn ignores the shield. So Lapu is not going to have a good time, but for now, Parkboy is the one who is being picked off yet again. He almost opened up the crossbow of Tang, but has been taken down.
He was about to unlock the crossbow tank here, and definitely the WAINS Dynasty will take the top lane TR1 tower. And again, this Karina is trying to get, and in the meantime, Waspino counter again secured another kill, double kill secured by Waspino counter, and in the meantime, Kyra got a kill. Cyber slain the Fursa. Oh my goodness, again they just keep winning those early trades here. I mean, the WAINS Dynasty, they're just completely doing that job, like they're planning here, like completely. Oh my goodness, look at the shield of this Esmeralda, literally she's just getting no damage from Lapu Lapu. And as you said, Scaredyet, like picking a Lapu Lapu against Esmeralda, it would be a little bit troublesome for, like, Esmeralda soak up the shield that we all know. So it's not a wise pick for Love and Troll to pick as an XP laner like Lapu Lapu against Esmeralda. There's a possible fight about to happen, and the Turtle's lane. Turtle has spawned again in the land of Dawn one more time, and killing spree just keep running for Waspino counter. Oh my goodness, you know what? I'm just having a very bad feeling about Love and Troll, and there's an airstrike for first. Kyrie again secured a kill. Heavy spin from Akai, but not enough damage. Oh my goodness, again, just Waspino counter, keep countering the whole Love and Troll team with his passive and the damage. Oh my goodness, you know what? I'm just feeling bad for Love and Troll. The way WAINS Dynasty playing here, even though Wasfi is getting overfarmed. And there is one thing that we all know, something called overfarm. Whenever you are just overfarmed, then it's quite impossible to stop that hero when one hero get overfarmed. And that is what exactly happening to WAINS Dynasty side. This clean, I mean, Wasfi just keep becoming overfarmed. Now look at the KDA of Wasfi, 404 KDA with the clean in his early 6 minutes. And what else could you expect right now? Like in the late game, he will do more with his full item. That's totally impressive,
That's true, and just because of that overfarm, the snowball is up, so he will be able to rotate towards the other lanes as well. Just the bottom lane, tier 1 remaining, which does mean that the aggression is going to shift towards that side now. Yes, Parkboy is there, but he needs to play it safe. He does not have the Demon Hunter sword yet, so not enough damage to take any tanky member down from the side of WAINS Dynasty. I want to see how Love and Troll are going to, answer this whole situation because they are behind by 4k gold, and it seems more and more difficult for them to come back. And that is going to be a good heavy spin, locking down 3 people. Karina has fallen in the fight. Will another one fall? Of course, that's going to be 1-1, taking a double, but not going to survive for long, as that's going to be Esmeralda with the answer. Hamad coming out on top.
Yes, definitely. And they're just keep winning the team fight, and again taking each and every one of Love and Troll by slowly. And again, there's a falling star mode here. Chaotic Assault is about to start, and yes, there is a Chaotic Assault and secure the kill. Oh my goodness, and look at the damage of this lunar cyber is also over from as long as with the clean, like as we can see. So oh my goodness, this damage is not so OP of this Lunax and the Mercsman of Wins Dynasty. So the Lord is spawned in the land of Dawn. So I guess if they go for Lord, then they will definitely kick it because they're just out of number. Oh no, the whole team is got resurrected here, but there is a chance to see a fighter in the Lord's lane. And let's have a look on the goals difference between these two teams. 25k goal from Wins Dynasty and 21k goal from Love and Troll side. And there's again a carry Gossel also with a feather airstrike from Farsa. And this Kaja will try to give a divine judgment, but he got cornered or pinned on the wall. But in the end, got set by the help of a flicker here. And Lopalova uses Brave Warrior. Chaotic Assault running from Lunax here, and definitely they will try to escape the Wins Dynasty because there's a chance to take the team fight. But unfortunately, Waswino counter out of nowhere secured a kill here by his appearance in the mid lane team fight, and the whole Love and Troll team just ran out of HP, and they're forced to get recall. And the Lord has spawned, and definitely they will secure the Lord here. The first Lord will go to the side of Wins Dynasty, undoubtedly.
Yeah, they will be able to secure it. I thought that maybe a contest might come in from Levin Shaw, but nah, not enough time for them to reach there. That's the amount of gold that they've already secured. They've basically got enough damage to make sure that they can melt the whole front line that's coming in from Love and Troll. And in the previous team fight as well, it was so messy, but at the end of the day, I can see how organized Wayne's Dynasty were. They made sure that almost all the skills were baited out before Vasvi joined the fight, and once he did, he managed to finish everyone off. That's going to be another heavy spins used up just to zone away the remaining members who were literally doing nothing except of trying to provoke the members of Love and Troll at this point.
Yes, in the meantime, Lord is approaching from the mid lane, and there's a Guardian Barrier from Grok is trying to prevent them away from fire. And again, there's a Falling Charmonia. There's a complete massacre going to the mid lane here, and Lunax with a order ultimate to escape, and there's a killing spree secured by Lunax, and in the meantime, he got 2 kills, also Rumi, and got shot down by the hand of Kylo here. And Esmeralda just ran out of HP and managed to escape. But who cares? Wasvi will take the mid lane's TR2 tower, and definitely he did take the T2 tower, and the whole Love and Troll team is out of number. Like, they lost 3 heroes in a row. Rumi just came back from her resurrection, and in the same time, Wasvi just took the top lane's TR2 tower also. And the whole game is going to favor of Wins Dynasty again. So what you gonna say? Like, I would like to ask you a question. Like, Scaredyet, like, it's a MOBA game, so one mistake is all enough to take the chance. So every team make mistakes. So what you gonna say? Like, is there any chance for them, like Love and Troll? Will they manage to get the win here? Like, if they don't make any mistake or something?
As you were talking about the chance, I'm looking at the items as well and checking out the build of all these players. I feel like Love and Troll, they do have much more than sufficient farm needed to actually take the fight to the members of Wayne's Dynasty. But still, just now the Divine Glaive being picked up by the Lunax will make sure that she will chunk down those tanky frontliners. For now, the Brilliance has been forced out, and so is Heavy Spins. But look at that amazing pin down, taking 2 members into consideration. But still, that's going to be the chaos from the backline, and now they're going to jump in with the retaliation. Grok trying his level best to make sure that he's able to stall this fight, but that's about it. Only Farsa remaining. Kylo, how much can he do? With the dare strike used up, but that's going to be the flicker divine judgment into the tower, and that is going to be the wipeout. Wins Dynasty, they needed. The minions, they are out there. Let's see for how long will they actually manage to save their base. All right, I guess that's much more than sufficient time. Akai was back in action, so jeez, they were really lucky. Love and Troll, they've been granted this chance by luck.
Wait a second. What just happened? Like, did they just give a chance to the Love and Troll team? and I was quite sure that they will lock the base here. And in the meantime, Lord maybe secured by the WAINS Dynasty's outside, and there's a team fight going on. Heavy spin trying to pin them in the wall. Akai, a legendary secured by Waspino counter. But what was that? I would ask you, Scaredyet, like what happened? I just thought they will lock the base. Definitely, I was quite sure and announce the victory. Like, I was quite ready to say the congratulations. But what was that? It was this willingly did that, like give them a little bit chance here.
No. No, they did not willingly give that. It was just the cannon minions' HP was extremely low, and as soon as the wave arrived, all the 9 minions were right in front of that poor cannon minion, and they took it down. So they could
I
not
see.
clear out the wave before that, so they were forced to back out in that situation. Plus, Akai was also back in action, so those heavy spins would not allow them to finish off the game. But for now, the Lord is marching down the mid. The waves are gonna crash in on those side lanes as well. A perfect wave management, and thanks to the wall of grog, the Lord is gonna march into the crystal at the perfect time. Park Boy has been taken down in the top side. The lane will fall. Crystal half HP, Lord full HP, and now that is about it. Everything that Love and Troll tried to do, WAINS Dynasty had an answer for that, and they have captured the game number 2.
Well, congratulations, WAINS Dynasty, again for securing the victory against Love and Troll, and 2 in a row. And yes, definitely the third game will be a do or die situation for Love and Troll. So from the winning side, Oswino counter, undoubtedly he is the MVP, 11-0-11 KDA with 13.9 rating. And in the losing side, Ray was the MVP. He secured the MVP from the losing side, 1-4 KDA with 6.7 rating. Directly moving on to the data that will be explained by Scaredyet.
Absolutely, and now just looking at the data, I can see the entirety of the damage was just by the hands of Kylo. 47,000, that's 35% of the whole team's damage. Park Boy had such a rough day with only 13% damage. He could not even touch the tower at all. Neither of them actually could. Yes, Lapu Lapu did try to do something for his team with 21% damage, and Akai with 22, but that's about it. They were not able to reach the backline. They were not able to reach Clint. While looking at the side of WAINS Dynasty, Clint with 34, Lunax with 31 clearly shows up the win condition that they were playing along with. Make sure that Clint farms up early and then transition it towards that late game so that Lunax could support him with the chaos or with the brilliance. They managed to attain it perfectly, and the one who tanked it the most, who else apart from the Esmeralda with 30% damage tank, 79,000. Kaja following her up with 28. So that's about it for the damage chat, guys. And for game number 2, still Love and Troll, they do have a chance in match 3, but the momentum does seem to favor WAINS Dynasty a little bit. We'll have to see if they'll be able to force a game number 4, or will it be it for Love and Troll. Make sure to stay tuned, hit that like button, click on the subscribe, as well as hit the bell notification who all are watching on the YouTube, and like the page who all are the Facebook watchers. We will be right back in 5 minutes.
And there's a circle eagle, but that was a completely bad move because no one in the side. And in the meantime, here there's again airstrike from Persa. Waspino counter secured a kill here, and giving a chase. And there's a team fight running on, and couple of bad impact for Sicilian. And well, again there's a penalty zone for Terizla, and Hammer Strike in the meantime as well. Karina with Shadow Assault trying to chase him, and he will get him, and he just got him in the meantime. Terizla again, the Tyrant Rage, perfect Tyrant Rage. Fight is going a complete massacre. Oh my goodness. Popol and
maybe Storm would have wanted to go with the raid, but he did not have that one. But they want to go in for another engage at this time. But the heavy spins connects perfectly. The circling eagle jumps in as well, and they have caught 3 people with that Tyrant's Rage. That's a massive re-engage coming in from the side of WAINS Dynasty, but they might have jumps in as well, and they have caught 3 people with that Tyrant's Rage. That's a massive re-engage coming in from the side of WAINS Dynasty, but they might have forced the issue a lot more than they could actually chew up. Look at the HPs from 3 members in response to go in for that kill, and the green has got the better of it. The members of WAINS Dynasty. Now I want to see how long can they hold, because they have a decent amount of armor. That's a connecting with the Tyrant's Rage, but no follow-up whatsoever. Penalty zone connecting with 2 people, and Clint has been punished. That's a great way to come back into this match, and the win condition, the secondary one, is being fulfilled by enough damage whatsoever from Farsa as well as Vaspi. Now, Feathered Airstrike will connect and it will land on the perfect target. That would be Mathilda, though. She will retreat from the fight, but Sicilian does not want to. Gets another pick off. Kyle trying his best to get a pick off, but no, he will not be allowed.
Him in the wall, and there's airstrike from Barca, and this time Cyber secured the early kill, like he just got the kill of Popol and Kupa, and that was a totally a beneficial kill. Oh my goodness, there's a shadow also by Canada double kill secured by Cyber here, and the late game core also. Oh my god, goodness, there is a shutdown by Torres land. In the meantime, Kyrie secured and
1-for-1 trade, but it went in favor of WAINS Dynasty.
yeah, that is why Uranus Baleful like hold the team fight and distract, and there's a heavy spin also, there's the airstrike in the meantime for Cyber here, and look at the damage, insane damage, and negative penalty zone, and also with a hammer strike for Teresla here, and GG, and the trade nicely on by the WAINS Dynasty team, and that is out of number. They lost 2 of the core team members here, and this Panda, the Kai is, oh my goodness, the Kung Fu Panda, the Dragon Warrior just got slain. Match is going on in the Land of Dawn between the two Pakistani giant Love and Troll versus WAINS Dynasty. And one thing that I would like to remind you guys, those who are watching new this stream, WAINS Dynasty already. Welcome back everyone to the AAIT Annual Ace Invitational Tournament presented by Mobile Legend Bang Bang. And yes, the game is on between Love and Troll team versus WAINS Dynasty, and there's only 2 wins in a row for WAINS Dynasty team. That means it's a do or die game for Love and Troll. If they want to continue this tournament, then no matter what, at any cost, they have to pull this game up against the WAINS Dynasty team. So yes, so the bans and pickings has already started between these two teams. From Casters Desk, I'm here, Waqar Mehmood, with my co-caster Scaredyet. So I'm just directly moving on to the Scaredyet. He will describe the whole bans and the picking section.
Absolutely. Now, since the previous 2 games, we have seen WAINS Dynasty leading the charge, making sure that they get that win, and who else apart from Cyber along with Vaspi to lead that, lead them to the victory with the burst damage that they have. I feel like that maybe Love and Troll, they need to find an answer to the whole composition. They need to somehow shut down those 2 members, but they're not able to break through that front line. So maybe, I guess, securing some dive-in type of composition like the Kufra, maybe the Yuzhong, or the Mathilda, along with some hero that can actually go in and out, like the Valentina, though she was just panned out, but something along those lines maybe would work. Or just forget it all. Make sure to secure a lead so that you have so much damage in the early game that you actually bully those tanky frontliners.
Yes, exactly. And they already. Why? I'm just not sure. Why they just keep banning Hanzo from their side, and it may be because they wanna open in a meta pick, so that's the reason that it could be a tricky way to get one meta hero open. So it could be a reason for banning that. Hanzo here. So yes, and in the meantime, they banned Kaji, which is also a very good ban, and the meta standard bans are running on and in this drafting, except that Hanzo banning, and this time Love and Troll, they don't hesitate to ban a clean tier because Waswino counter totally insane with his clean. The 2 game were totally outstanding with his clean. I know, just directly moving on to the picking section here. Kyrie this time with Barats, they got the burst open here, so they didn't hesitate to make any late to pick it. And with Retribution, definitely in this game they will hyper Barats, that tanky hyper, stack based hero. So if you want to get some proper damage and sustain, then you must have to focus on your farm and maintain stack. In the meantime, Ray picked a Kai here from the Love and Troll side. It's also a very competitive pick against that, that Barats. It completely goes with Barats, So yeah, the picking is running well with the Sicilian in the side of Love and Troll.
Absolutely. I mean, the Akai against the Barats, tanky versus tanky, but then again, I feel like the Daytona's Welcome might be just a little better tool up against when we're talking
Yeah.
about an Akai, but still, as for the team fight potential and for those setups, I feel like those heavy spins are a much better tool. Um, But again, those play styles are entirely different. One is a fully team fight based composition, while the other one is more of a pick off based composition. You get to pick off the enemy who are out mispositioned, or you would just want to break the fight in two, so that you don't have to take the full aggression. So we'll see how Wayne's Dynasty are going to pull this one off. Finally, we see Vasui back on the Beatrix as the Clint was banned out, but a Sicilian going in the hands of Kylo yet again.
Yes, definitely. And this time they just picked Linux again, and I'm quite sure like in this game they already have Akai as a jungler, so definitely they will go for another tank. So it was a completely wise pick in my opinion. Like definitely they will go for another tank as a roamer. It could be a tank or even it could be some sort of roam support. So definitely it will make a tanky build. So yes, again a perfect pick. Cyber just made a decision. It was a perfect decision that he made in this game with picking a Linux here, and Rumi this time with Lolita here. The Lolita is a counter up couple of marksmen, so Nabir's passion will not work with the second skill of the Lolita. So it was a wise decision that she made by picking the Lolita. But in the meantime, I'm having a bad feeling about those two tanky lineup, the Rumi and Ray. Like, oh, when you have Lunox in the opponent, so it could create a little bit trouble and be a little bit troublesome for them, because Lunox is a perfect, the tank killer that we all know with Divine Glaive, Concentrated Energy, with Clock of Destiny, even a couple of more items. So yeah, it completely works like a carry, the counterpart of carry. Carry is a tank killer marksman, and Lunox is a tank killer maze. There's a difference between these two teams. So it's a completely very good pick, in my opinion, that I would say. Scaredyet.
Right, and the next ban being Esmeralda along with the Masha. So the EXP lane being targeted by both of these teams, and that is pretty obvious since they need to lock in their EXP laners. But looking at the compositions of both of them, I feel like that maybe, um, you know, an Eve would have been a much better choice than a Sicilian, since the Lolita Eve combination is almost broken at this point. The slow is out of this world, and those stun that come in, they're just you can't do anything if you don't have any blink skills at that point. But still, that's going to be the Diggy being banned out. I feel like that's a very nice ban since there are a couple of CC heroes that would be the Lolita as well as the Akai, and the Roma was still missing for Wayne's Dynasty. Maybe they might need to change their plans a little bit, but you know what? What actually went through the draft? I feel like it's going to be an Atlas time.
Yes, definitely. And I'm not sure about why they just banned a Digi here. Like, as a banned Digi, so definitely there will be a chance for Love and Troll to pick. I mean, Love and Troll now. It's Wednesday, so there will be a chance for them to secure Atlas, and that could be very big trouble for the Love and Troll side. I'm not sure what is going on in their mind. They just banned the Digi. Like they can't pick Atlas. They already have a roamer, so definitely they won't go for Atlas here. So definitely my mind is broken right now. Scared yet like whatever they just did. I'm just a little bit confused about that. They're just thinking and what's going on in their mind. So it's now time for Pugbot to select hero. So I guess he will go for a marksman, as we witnessed a couple of times. Like he used to play the marksman on the Love and Troll side. So definitely he will go for a marksman. So I'm just completely confused in this game. That why does a ban Digi? I'm just, my mind is not working.
I want to see what Davian wants to pick because Esmeralda has been banned out, so that does make room for Lapu Lapu, which he picked in the previous match, but it was not able to use it to its full potential because of the presence of Esma. But I feel like that this time he might actually go for it, and that was the reason why they banned out the Esmeralda. But then
Ooh.
again, it left the room open for Phobius, which is now being shown, and there is a 1-1. So I think so. That's going to be the perfect counter, but
Oh.
it's trouble. The draft is probably won by Wayne's Dynasty. If they lock these two picks for themselves, then it's almost it. The Estes along with the Lapu Lapu or a Phobius, that's a perfect draft coming in from Wayne's Dynasty, but they're gonna lock in the Yuzhong instead.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Scared yet? Now I'm scared now. You were scared yet, and now I'm scared because the whole picking lineup. But I was thinking like they could have picked Atlas here because the Digi was banned. So they could have picked Atlas, but it's completely fine. Like Storm picked the Estes here, so that complete the lineup Even when you are out of HP, one perfect blessing of Moon Goddess with Oracle, that is all you need to heal you up. Like whenever you have a Estes in your side, so the picking is quite good in this game. Also, the WAINS Dynasty side, and I'm not sure, as I said, what's going on in their mind. The Love and Troll again, a Pugbot with 1-1 here. So last time we just witnessed a 1-1 gameplay. It was quite not good. He just failed to game up a little bit. His game a little bit short, and in the end, he didn't make it. And in this time, Demon made his appearance in the third game, the last game, and it is a Fedran with Petrify, and definitely he will go for the XP lane undoubtedly. So yes, the bans and pickings have been done here. So the 2 seconds remaining, and the game will start soon. So one thing that I would remind you guys, those who are watching, that this is the last game, and it could be a last game for Love and Troll, because if they want to continue this tournament, then they have to win it no matter what. So it's a do or die game for them. So yes, the bans and pickings are quite good enough. So let's see which team has the last laugh. And from Custer's desk, I'm here, Waqar Mehmood, with my co-caster Scaredyet is here. So in-game live scenario will described by Scaredyet.
Absolutely, it's going to be WAINS Dynasty on the blue this time, taking on Love and Troll on the red side. A do or die match, definitely up on their way. They have to win it if they want to stay in this best of 5 matchup. But it seems very difficult because I would say the draft is favoring WAINS Dynasty a little more, and I feel like they've kind of got a 60-70 chance to actually get this game in their pockets. But still, I'm not going to, rule out the possibility of an amazing Nomenon Blast into the Bat's Impact along with the heavy spins, just to make sure no one comes close to the Sicilia. So that is also a major possibility, and also a chance of, I would say, a win condition for Love and Troll.
Yes, definitely. And here, the fight between 1-1 and Beatrix, and I would say the 1-1 was a little bit trouble in the early couple of minutes against the Wasp's Beatrix. Oh my goodness, look at the slow effect of it's a second skill, and it makes the opponent slow with a second skill that we all know. And this time, Wasp is trying to get and dig some gold here with his sniper, with his runner here, and we all know, like, in a certain distance without minion you can't give a push with the sniper, that we all know about his sniper skill. So yes, and there's in the mid lane, both these teams mage is trying to get a level up here, and there is a little bit help in the bot lane. Like, Rumi is trying to give a little bit babysitting to his marksman, and we all know 1-1 is too squishy in the early couple of minutes with early couple of item. 1-1 is just too squishy and a little bit vulnerable, that we all know with Corazon's side. With, if you do, oh my goodness, look at the damage, and there is a first blast here. The Waspino counter again, countered, and perfect early strike from the side of WAINS Dynasty. One more time, Scaredyet.
That was a little overextension by Parkboy, but at the end of the day, he will lose his lane now since he's already given up the first blood. But for now, the turtle fight seems to be coming up. Blessing of the Moon Goddess used up along with the Black Dragon form. The turtle will be secured by WAINS Dynasty easily, but the backline seems to be in trouble. That's going to be the flicker used up by Kylo, just to be safe from that Black Dragon, who will manage to pick off Rumi.
Well, and that is... Oh my goodness.
Look at the HBO Storm. How are they surviving this one? That is absolutely nuts. And that's going to be Sicilian picked off as well. That was such an extended team fight. I really thought it should be over when Lolita was picked off. But then again, they just forced this issue.
Well, you know what, Scaredyet, I was also thinking the same thing. And I was waiting, and I was ready to say, he got slain, but unfortunately, he got saved with the very low HP as we witness right now. And you just saw that it's only 3 minutes running, and already Love and Troll, they're about to lose their bot lanes, the TR1 tower, and there is a Nibiru's Passion from the Waspy, and there's also in the meantime a Blessing of Moon Goddess to get himself safe, and there's a keep 1-1 just keep triggering his bullet, and there's a crossbow attack, but still not enough damage. But there will get, oh my goodness, I was thinking that the kill will get secured, and there's a Detona's welcome from Kyrie pinned on in the wall. And in the meantime, Kyrie secured the kill, and also in the meantime, killing spree also for Waspy. What is going on between these two teams? There's literally giving no room to Love and Troll, and there is a perfect first hands, Lunar's gameplay, a perfect timing of use of his order. And in the meantime, they just lost the TR1 tower of the bot lane, and there's an early, very good start, for one WAINS Dynasty one more time.
I really want to see the items coming in. I want to see what Kyrie has made at this point. He's got absolutely no movement speed items, but that was an insane mobility that he had while he, jumped towards 1-1. He probably uses ice retribution on someone just to get that movement speed, and that was the reason why he reached him so quickly. But for now, they'll be able to secure the turtle for themselves. Meanwhile, in the top side, the taunt comes in. Perfect time. Blessing of the Moon Goddess used up, but not enough heal to make him survive. Though Kai will be traded an EXP for a jungler. That's going to be something that they're going to take any day. So even though somehow Love and Troll, they managed to, get something out of the ordinary, they were able to, not Vasvi, it was WAINS Dynasty, they were able to somehow get back to them.
Well, yes, and they managed to get one kill here, and both of these mage secured their one of the core item, and that is Clock of Destiny, and the Beerus Passion to secure the lane from Waspy. No counter, and you know what? And again, they're just taking the early lead, and in the meantime, there's on couple of early trades here. And this time Yuzhong versus the Fedrin here. Lunox was hiding in the bush, and by the help of the assist of the Lunox, Yuzhong to secure the kill of the Fedrin. And again, they just keep winning those early trades, and in the meantime, they just secure the top lane's TR1 tower, and they're just focusing on the objective nicely. The roaming condition, even their roamer, I mean the Estes, by doing his job so nicely. So I'd like to see the items for one more time. Like I'd like to see the Estes is ready with his Oracle or not. Here Estes is not went for his Oracle. Instead of that, he just made a brute force based plate here to counter those physical damages. And here, look at the slow effect of the Estes. And in the meantime, they also secured the mid lane's TR1 tower. So they're not just only focusing on the kills. In the meantime, they're also focusing on their objectives. And there's a heavy spin just used to get himself saved. And in the meantime, there's an Beerus Passion. Fight is going on. Oh my goodness.
Whoa! That's such a perfect use of Phenomenon Blast along with the Bat's Impact, making sure to get two people out of the picture. If only Parkboy was alive and his crossbow tank was available, that definitely would have been at least 4 pickoffs in favor of Love and Troll. But what a play! What a play by Rumi as well as Kylo. I mean, Ray made sure that everyone uses his skills on him so that they don't have anything to run away, and he just baited them right into that Phenomenon Blast, and Davian did such a great job to taunt them in their position so that they cannot run away whatsoever. But alas, they only managed to get 2 out of that, and they lost probably a couple of them in the trade as well. But still, it's something better than nothing.
And in the meantime, Kyrie again with the 3rd turtle in a row for their side, and Demon Hunter so secret with the Chug bot here, and that means now she's capable to, melt down those tanky heroes, and there is a heavy spin for Akai. Tried to corner, and in the meantime, but this time Waspy got slain, and that was a much needed shutdown. In the meantime, Cyber with a chaotic assault with his Lunax, and Jesus completely melt down the 1-1 here, and Estes, and that was an unfortunate kill to get by Estes here, and that was a stolen kill that we all know that he's a roamer here. And look at the Bat impact damage, because it's already 8 minutes, and this Sicilian is already up to with the 2nd item. So definitely he's just giving a hell of a damage here, and Lunax Cyber just doing his job nicely. 316 KDA, and that is completely nice. And you know what, Scaredyet, we usually see Cyber playing as a jungler, but in this game we're watching Cyber playing as a mage, and definitely as mage he is also doing his job like he does every time with his jungling gameplay. So yep. So let's see. Will Leventhal manage to capitalize in this game and get a one victory to continue this tournament, or they will lose the same time against the mighty WAINS Dynasty?
It seems a little more difficult for them, but still the presence of Sicilian as well as 1-1 is something that I don't won't want won't avoid at all. Plus, they've got Davian on that Fred, and so it is possible for him to land a 2 or 3 man taunt that would provide them the opening that they need. And he's actually managing to do that. Look at the HP of Barats being chunked down little by little. But I want to see if they've actually made the dominant sizes or not, because they do need and at least 3 of them. And that's another Nomenon Blast being used up along with the Black Dragon form as the fight continues. It's Nabiru's pattern connecting onto, but the HPs onto the hands of WAINS Dynasty does not seem to go down, yet double kill being secured finally by Parkboy, making sure he actually punishes for that aggro. Wants to go in for third as well, but it's going to be Sicilian making sure to take a double. But look at Kyrie taking 2 down himself. He wants to fight it for more. That's going to be the taunt. The Appraiser's Wrath is not yet available, but still it's such a sweet thing. And that is going to be Kyrie getting the win. Appraiser's Wrath was used up as soon as it came online, but it was not enough time for him to actually take the Barats down, and Kyrie getting that win. That's a wipeout though, but what a comeback potential Love and Troll are showing us.
I told you earlier, like, you know what, Burst is one of the most overpicked hero and overpicked jungler, and he is just literally this hero just showing his class. That this is the reason why people just love to pick Barats as a jungler. And look at the item, and he is just completely ready with his tanky item, like, you know, there is there's Athena shield with a Guardian helmet, with a bullet armor here, and there as a fight going. In the meantime, the Lord is secured by Kyrie here again, and just Lolita is trying to get some shield for his team and providing the map vision. Yuzong with his Black Dragon from, he will land down, able to manage to deal huge damage here, and there's a blazing of Moon Goddess for Estes here. Look at the damage. Oh my goodness, Kylo this time showing his damage, that how dangerous he could be in the late game with the bat impact, with a proper stack. Oh my goodness, that was, you know, the hell of a good damage from this Lunax, even in the meantime with the Waspino counter, and we already know how good he is with his Beatrix, and literally, you know, Scaredyet, he's just showing his class and the top-notch gameplay of his Beatrix.
That is true. He's got the opening that he needed for the early game from his teammates, and now he is showing what Beatrix can do in the late game. But of course, Sicilian answering that back. Kylo has the stacks, he has the damage, his position is always on point, and he still can make sure to help his team get forward in this match. There's something that I feel like that they need to do is that they need to target the Estes. The Nomenon Blast should connect to him along with one Bat's Impact and the 1-1's Crossbow of Tang, and that will be it. As soon as he falls, they can switch their attention towards the Beatrix, and now it's gonna come in, but what? No way that happened. The Nomenon Blast was perfect, but at the last moment, the heavy spins, it just pushed everyone back. That's so bad to see. But again, Sicilian making sure he gets the damage. Sanguine Claws connect. Yuzong seems to be in trouble, will fall because of the tower damage, and Akai with the secure. But the tier 3 in the top side will fall. They somehow managed to come back through that, but that was so unfortunate to see.
You know what, Scared? The thing that you notice, like, the Rumi is just completely doing her job with we just witnessed a couple of perfect nominal blasts from her side. Undoubtedly, you will agree with me. But you know what, the thing is happening in this game, like in the team fight, lack of damage. Like 1-1 easily could get those hero, like she could easily get the Barats with a proper item. Like she just made a Malefic Roar here with a Demon Hunter sword, even, you know, Wind Talker, Corazon side, and that is all enough to take them all down. But the problem is not enough damage. You know, they're just behind in goal, even they're behind like making items, and that is the lack. Just proper damage, lack of proper damage is causing the problem here. Like undoubtedly, Rumi is just trying her best to hold the team fight, and every time he's just performing and casting the nominal blast. This is completely outstanding, a perfect connection, a good sweep turn ability of her nominal blast. But one thing is, the major point is lack of damage, lack of farm, lack of item, and that is what they're suffering for. So all they have to do is just wait for the late game more, and as they have the Sicilian in their side, like they could make more and more builds, and that could help to win a couple of team fights and lead them to victory.
That is true. There's another heavy spin being used up, and Nomenon Blast not yet connected, though it has been wasted entirely. And Vasvi coming out on top with that trade, but that's an amazing appraiser strat. One down, he takes the aggro off the Daytona's welcome. He was
No.
welcomed by the dinosaur,
No.
and that's going to be the wipeout. They were not able to utilize the
My God.
crossbow of time yet again. Park Boy is shut down, and that is going to be mid tier 2 falling. I believe that might just be the end of it. Park Boy will come back in the next 10 seconds, but will he be able to do something since the base will be targeted? And we know Vasvi on that Beatrix, he will chunk it down. That is going to be it. It's a 3-0, no minion wave this time to save the day, and that is going to be the game number 3. Team WAINS Dynasty getting a clean sweep over Love and Troll.
Oh my goodness. But I would like to congratulate WAINS Dynasty for 3 wins in a row with a complete clean sweep here against one of the top team of Pakistan, and that is Love and Troll. Yes, and that was a hell of a good game. Like Kyrie was totally awesome with Cyber, that way he just played Linux. Wasfi undoubtedly he is a complete hero in this game. Maybe he's not the MVP, but still 9 to 8 KDA is all enough. So from the winning side, 6-1, 15 KDA with 11.3 rating, and that is obviously the Kyrie, the MVP, the jungler Baras. And losing side, as you guys can see, Ray again with the MVP with his Akai with 139 KDA with 8.1 KDA. So just directly, I'm just moving on to the data that will described by Scaredyet.
Thank you so much for that. And now looking at the maximum amount of damage that yet again came out of Kylo, 40%, 92,000. That he did everything that he could in this game. Rumi was also trying his best. The damage taken was divided beautifully between all three of them. Ray with 27, Davian with 27, and Rumi 23. So they somehow were trying to get something out, but then again, I did not see the Akai and Lolita combo working out because everyone was just pushed away out of the Nominon's blast way, and that is something that I feel like they did not think of, and it was a little miscommunication and a misplay coming in from their side. But at the end of the day, Cyber with 25% of the damage, Wasfi with 30, and Kairi with 21, leading the damage charts and tanking as well by Hamad and Kairi, 27% each, making sure that they were present in those team fights and soaking up the damage. And with the presence of team fight, just to mention, 86% team fight participation coming in from Storm. That's absolutely amazing. Exactly what you want from an Estes. Now that is going to be it for this match, guys. A 3-0 clean sweep. WAINS Dynasty move forward in the lower bracket. Meanwhile, Love and Troll will have to go back home, but you don't have to go anywhere, as we will be right back with another exciting match within 5 minutes, so stay tuned.
And there's a circle eagle, but that was a completely bad move because no one in the side. And in the meantime, here there's again airstrike from Persa. Waspino counter secure the kill here, and giving a chase. And there's a team fight running on, and couple of bad impact for Sicilian. And well, again there's a penalty zone for Terizla, and Hammer Strike in the meantime as well. Karina with Shadow Assault trying to chase him, and he will get him, and he just got him in the meantime. Terizla again the Tyrant Rage, perfect Tyrant Rage, fight is going on, a complete massacre. Oh my goodness. Popol and
maybe Storm would have wanted to go with the raise, but he did not have that one. But they want to go in for another engage at this time. But the heavy spins connects perfectly. The circling eagle jumps in as well, and they have caught 3 people with that Tyrant's Rage. That's a massive re-engage coming in from the side of WAINS Dynasty, but they might have jumps in as well, and they have caught 3 people with that Tyrant's Rage. That's a massive re-engage coming in from the side of WAINS Dynasty, but they might have forced this issue a lot more than they could actually chew up. Look at the HPs from 3 members. Unitas wants to go in for that kill, and the greed has got the better of the members of WAINS Dynasty. Now I want to see how long can they hold, because they have a decent amount of farm, but that's a massive Tyrant's Rage connecting with the Tyrant's Rage, but no follow-up whatsoever. Penalty zone connecting with 2 people, and Clint has been punished. That's a great way to come back into this match, and the win condition, the secondary one, is being fulfilled by enough damage whatsoever from Farsa as well as Vaspino. Feathered airstrike will connect, and it will land on the perfect target. That would be Matilda, though. She will retreat from the fight, but Sicilian does not want to. Gets another pick off. Kyle trying his best to get a pick off, but no. He will not be him in a wall, and there's airstrike from Farsa, and this time Cyber secured the early kill, like he just got the kill of Popol and Kupan. That was a totally beneficial kill. Oh my goodness, there's a shadow also, but kind of double kill secured by Cyber and the late game core also. Oh my god, goodness, there is a shutdown by Torres land. In the meantime, Kyrie secured and 1-for-1 trade, but it went in favor of WAINS Dynasty.
Yeah, that is why Uranus Baleful like hold the team fight and distract, and there's a heavy spin also. There's the airstrike in the meantime for Cyber here, and look at the damage, insane damage, and again the penalty zone, and also with a hammer strike for Terezla here, and GG, and the trade nicely on by the WAINS Dynasty team, and that is out of number. They lost 2 of the core team members here, and this Panda, the Kai is, oh my goodness, the Kung Fu Panda, the Dragon Warrior, just got slain. Match is going on in the Land of Dawn between the 2 Pakistani giant Love and Troll versus WAINS Dynasty. And one thing that I would like to remind you guys, those who are watching new this stream, WAINS Dynasty already on the first game between the BO5 match, and oh my goodness, there's a passive bullet. This
open up the crossbow of Tank, but has been taken down.
He was about to unlock the crossbow tank here, and definitely the WAINS Dynasty will take the top lane TR1 tower, and again this Karina is trying to get, and in the meantime Waspino counter again secured another kill, double kill running for Waspino counter. Oh my goodness, you know what, I'm just having a very bad feeling about Lavantrol, and there's an airstrike for Farsa. Kyrie again secured a kill, heavy spin from Akai, but not enough damage. Oh my goodness, again just Waspino counter, keep countering the whole, and it seems more and more difficult for them to come back, and that is going to be a good heavy spin, locking down 3 people. Karina has fallen in the fight. Will another one fall? Of course, that's going to be 1-1, taking a double, but not going to survive for long, as that's going to be Esmeralda with the answer. Hamad coming out on top. Got set by the help of a flicker here, and a Lopalova uses Brave Warrior. Chaotic Assault running from Lunax here, and definitely they will try to escape the WAINS Dynasty, because there's a chance to take the team fight, but unfortunately Waspino counter out of nowhere secured a kill here from the mid lane, and there's a Guardian Barrier from Grok is trying to prevent them away from fire. And again there's a Falling Harmonia, there's a complete massacre going to the mid lane here, and Lunax with a order ultimate to escape, and there's a killing spree secured by Lunax, and in the meantime he got 2 kills, also Rumi, and got shot down by the hand of Kylo here. Will make sure that she will chunk down those tanky frontliners. For now the brilliance has been forced out, and so is heavy spins, but look at that amazing pin down, taking 2 members into consideration, but still that's gonna be the chaos from the backline, and now they're going to jump in with the retaliation. Grok trying his level best to make retaliation. Grok trying his level best to make sure that he's able to stall this fight, but that's about it. Only Farsa remaining. Kylo, how much can he do? With the dare strike used up, but that's going to be the flicker divine judgment into the tower, and that is going to be the wipeout WAINS Dynasty. Kylo, how much can he do? With the dare strike used up, but that's going to be the flicker divine judgment into the tower, and that is going to be the wipeout WAINS
Dynasty. They needed the minions. They are out there. Let's see for how long will they actually manage to, save their base. Alright, I guess down the mid, the waves are gonna crash in on those side lanes as well. A perfect wave management, and thanks to the wall of grog, the Lord is gonna march into the crystal at the perfect time. Park Boy has been taken down in the top side. The lane will fall. Crystal half HP, Lord full HP, and now that is about it. Everything that
bot lane, like Rumi is trying to give a little bit babysitting to his marksman, and we all know 1-1 is too squishy in the early couple of minutes with early couple of item. 1-1 is just too squishy and a little bit vulnerable. That we all know with Corazon's side, where if you do, oh my goodness, look at the damage, and there is a first blast to get the Waspy
Dynasty easily, but the backline seems to be in trouble. That's going to be the flicker used up by Kylo just to be safe from that Black Dragon, who will manage to pick off Rumi.
Well, and that is, oh my goodness. Look at the HBO shot. The kill will get secured, and there's a Detona's welcome from Kyrie pinned on in the wall. And in the meantime, Kyrie secured the kill, and also in the meantime, killing spree also for Waspy. What is going on between these two teams? There's literally giving no room to Love and Troll, and there is a perfect first hand. Lunar's focusing on their objectives, and there's a heavy spin just used to get himself safe. And in the meantime, there's an Abirus passion. Fight is going on. Oh my goodness.
Wow. That's such a perfect use of Phenomenon Blast along with the Bat's Impact.
Tried to corner, and in the meantime, but this time Waspy got slain, and that was a much needed shutdown. In the meantime, Cyber with a chaotic assault with his Lunax, and Jesus completely melted on the 1-1 here. And Estes, and that was an unfortunate kill taken by Estes here, and that was a stolen kill that we all know that he's a
making sure he actually punishes for that aggro. Wants to go in for third as well, but it's going to be Sicilian making sure to take a double. But look at Kyrie taking 2 down himself. He wants to fight it for more. That's going to be the taunt. The Appraiser's Wrath is not yet available, but still it's such a, and the Phenomenon Blast was perfect, but at the last moment, the heavy spins, it just pushed everyone back. That's so bad to see. But again, Sicilian making sure he gets the damage. Sanguine Claws connect. Yuzhong seems to be in trouble, will fall because of the tower damage, and Akai with the secure. But the being used up, and Phenomenon Blast not yet connected, though it has been wasted entirely. And Vaspi coming out on top with that raid, but that's an amazing Appraiser's Wrath. Moving down, he takes the aggro off the Detona's welcome. He was welcomed by the sword, and that's going to be the wipeout. They were not able to used up, and Phenomenon Blast not yet connected, though it has been wasted entirely. And Vaspi coming out on top with that raid, but that's an amazing Appraiser's Wrath. Moving down, he takes the aggro off the Detona's welcome. He was welcomed by the sword, and that's going to be the wipeout. They were not able to utilize the crossbow at all.
And there's a Circle Eagle, but that was a completely bad move because no one in the side. And in the meantime, here there's again an airstrike from Persa.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I know you all have been waiting excitedly for the match number 2 after that amazing match number 1 with an outstanding domination coming in from WAINS Dynasty over their opponents with a 3-0 win. They move forward in the lower bracket, and now we're going to see who they will be fighting against, as the teams that are going to be in front of us would be ICY PARADISE, and they will be taking on yesterday matches losers. That's going to be Avengers. So we have to witness who will fight the WAINS Dynasty in the next round. And to witness that, you have me, Scaredyet, as your main caster, along with my amazing co-caster, Sama.
Yes. Hello, everyone. So, as Scaredyet mentioned, that this is going to be the lower bracket match, which will be between ICY PARADISE versus Avengers, and both are amazing teams. I think they had match, before, and it was also best of 5. So, yes, I'm pretty excited to see how this match goes on and who faces WAINS Dynasty next.
Absolutely. I feel like Avengers, they do have a little bit of an edge over their opponents. That would be IC Paradise, because you just mentioned that they faced each other last time as well. So it seems pretty obvious to me that they were the ones to knock IC Paradise down to the lower bracket. But I want to see how they're going to adapt to this draft. Just like you said, I'm expecting a few common first bans, but maybe Valentina might be left open, because we see that sometimes Avengers, they do like to keep that draft open just so they have that depth in that hero pool.
Indeed, indeed. But yes, taking a look at the ban draft, we can see Martis has been banned from the side of Team IC Paradise. And from the side of Team Avengers, we can see that Carmilla has been banned right away. And I think, IC Paradise has been keeping up with the AAIT tournament. Therefore, I mean, Martis is a meta hero, but we also got to see the gameplay of Martis from the side of Team Avengers. So that could have been also the reason, could or could not be. I'm not sure, but I'm just guessing, you know.
After all, we're just casters. All we need to do is guess. That would be absolutely correct. So I feel like that, yes, they might have done their homework as well. So that's a very good choice to pan out that Marathas right away. We don't have to pick it. We're not going to allow our opponents to pick it either. Now, they've taken a page of the Book of Avengers and they've banned out the Diggy, maybe just to keep the draft open, just to force an Atlas ban from their opponents. Or maybe they want to secure a few extra CC heroes themselves.
Mhm. Indeed. But looking ahead in the ban draft, we can see Diggy and Leomord has been banned from the each side. I think Diggy was nerfed recently, but still, I mean, he remains as a threat, with that AoE immune skill that he has. That it's pretty annoying, not gonna lie. And the third ban from the side of Team Icy Paradise is gonna be Kaja. We witnessed a lot of Kaja matches in the previous days, didn't we? Scared yet?
That is true. I mean, we've seen how insane Akai has been all around the tournament. Even in the previous match, I saw a few Akai gameplays, but I mean, at the end of the day, he was not able to pull it off. There were a few conflicts as well between those ultimates. So I want to see if, in case they would want to go in for the same, Kaja has been banned out along with the Carmilla, and that's going to be the Atlas final ban. So something that I feel like I see Paradox were trying to do has come true, and they are going to lock in the Akai, just as you said, Sama.
Yes, they locked into this Akai right away, and obviously as a jungler here, whereas it will be a double pick for the Avengers, Zebling and Void for the pick. And okay, Leslie got picked right away. I mean, we do have a lot of marksmen, but Leslie, I think Void picked one. I think Void picked Leslie in the game number 1 yesterday too, and they lost it, I think. But they're still gonna stick on to this Leslie and Lemon. Obviously, on that Sicilian, will be the mage from the team. Well, what do you have to say about the double pick mage and marksman here from
Both
the
of
Avengers?
them, yeah, both of them are actually late game heroes. But again, I really
Uh-huh.
like the Leslie pick, to be honest, because the true damage, it bursts through every defense that you have. No matter how tanky you are, how much physical defense you've got on your hands, you are not going to be able to defend against Leslie. You won't be able to itemize anything, because that passive is going to hit at least 1.2k crit every single time that passive is up, and she can literally hit that 3 times in a row. So that's one thing that I feel like might go well in their favor, if in
Mhm.
case they pick some utility based heroes for Leslie, maybe a Rafaela, maybe a Florin Estes, or
Mhm.
Diggy has been banned out. Some roam that can actually provide a lot of support so that she could farm up in the early game.
Yes, indeed, she needs that extra support, especially in the early game because she is quite vulnerable in the early game, early to mid game because she doesn't have her items yet, could be ganked easily. But for that, you can see the Leslie pick has been, you know, answered from the side of Team Icy Paradise by this Beatrix on that wing. And actually, we got to see, a couple of matches from Beatrix in the previous days as well, and it was pretty good. Actually, we also got to, I think it was whom uh I don't know the name, but he was pretty good with Beatrix, and they actually managed to, make a comeback in the game with Beatrix, even after so many nerfs that she has received. She still, managed to stay as, one of the best marksmen in the game. Am I correct?
You are absolutely correct on that. And I believe the player that you want to mention is Wasfi No Counter, one of the
Yeah.
favorite player of Waqar, who's not with us on the casting at this time, but we will definitely catch him some other day. But for now, we're gonna catch Yahiko on the Fredrin into the jungle yet again. So that's a pretty good pick coming in from their side, banning out the Yuzhong, making sure
Mhm.
that their backline is safe. Leslie and Cecilian, they should have absolutely no problem. They might as well look into ban out another EXP laner, maybe something along the lines of a Lapu Lapu because he can dive as well, or maybe an Esmeralda.
Yes, could be, but let's see what Avengers goes in for their last ban, Zeppelin on the ban phase. As you said, there it could be one more EXP laner, banned from the side of Team Avengers. But let's see, almost 30, almost 25 seconds, for the ban to be executed here. So, what could be the possible ban? Esmeralda? Could it be Esmeralda?
I feel like it might be possible, but then again, they might just end up and decide to
Oh,
ban
how
out
could you
Aroma. But
think
yes,
it?
yeah, Masha, right? We totally forgot about that somehow.
Exactly. Exactly, we completely forgot about Masha. She is quite annoying with that, amount of HP. She can actually haunt a backline, with that ultimate that she has. After she gains that immense HP, her damage from the ultimate will be increased to actually she will be able to take down, half of HP in the late game. But yes, Avengers did a good job by banning this Masha right away.
And the Balmain ban as the answer from IC Paradox is a little bit confusing. Maybe they think that Fredrin is going into that EXP lane just because
Uh-huh.
they banned out Yuzhong as well as Masha. So I believe that's such a great bait out play coming in from
Mhm.
Avengers, making their opponent think that they've already logged their EXP, so they might be looking for a jungler and getting them to lower down that jungle pool. But Jawhead is going to be the answer, but again, that's a flex pick. He can be picked up for the roam, or he can also go into the EXP lane.
Yes, they have a pretty, flexible hero pool over here. Both, I mean, Yahiko and Zebling, they can both, but Zebling is definitely a roamer from the side of Team Avengers. Therefore, Jawhead is going to be roam. Whereas from the side of Team Icy Paradise, double pick, and this will complete their picking phase here. And Lolita has been picked, and next is going to be Pakito as an EXP laner. Okay.
That is correct. And the answer for that is going to be the Esmeralda. So that's a winning lane for Avengers right away. They've absolutely outplayed their opponent into this drafting phase. And I really feel like just based on the draft, they're going to have a much easier game than their counterparts, the IC Paradox, since Paquito will not be able to aggress in his lane after level 2.
Mhm.
Lolita will have to protect Beatrix as well as Farsa, but Farsa's feather air strike can easily be countered by the taunt of Fredrin onto the hands of Yahiko as well as those sanguine claws. So it's going to be Last Sec who would need to make sure to make a play for his team somehow with his Hurricane Dance or the heavy spins.
Indeed, as you said, Avengers might have outdrafted, Icy Paradise, but it also depends on the execution of the game. And here we are, guys, in the Land of Dawn, a first game, which will be Icy Paradise versus Team Avengers here. And yes, we already have the draft in our hands, so you guys can comment down in the comment section which team you're supporting. And okay, we have a very initial pause here, probably some technical issues.
Some early strategic pause that they've taken. They want to
Pause
strategize
beta.
a little bit more. Yeah, pause meta. That is correct.
Great.
So, yeah, maybe just want to think about what they are going to do from now on. Since Paquito up against the Esmeralda, they won't be able to win that lane. So they would have to play passive or they have to look for something else around the map. So they might as well force their way towards that gold lane, make sure the Beatrix gets farmed up, and Leslie has a lot of problem in farming. So it would be totally up to Jawhead into the hands of Zibling to make sure that does not happen and help Leslie have a fairly decent time in that gold lane.
Mhm. Exactly. And yes, we are back in the game after a short technical issue break that we had. And obviously, the jungler will be going in for the respective buff your early vehicle spam by this Akai. And I really like the skin, by the way. I don't have it, but yeah. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, even I don't have that skin, so yeah, it's absolutely fun to be honest. But
yeah.
from the Kung Fu Panda series, some
Uh,
skin is my absolute favorite. Now that's going to be
mm,
Zibling taking a ton of damage, but that's about it. He made sure to sniff out the position of Lolita so that Leslie does not have trouble in her lane. But of course, Lemon would have to take on that aggression a little bit, but still they're not afraid to do so as long as Leslie farms up and the Beatrix has the problem in the lane because she's already lost that first
mhm.
cannon minion, and that is of so much importance.
Exactly. She will lose, some amount of gold from there, which is for a marksman. It's pretty important. But IC Paradise will be coming in with that rotation. They stun
Mhm.
from the first skill, but Zibling will be. Okay, did he just bring out his flicker for that?
Yeah, he actually did, and I don't
I,
think so if it was a
yeah,
good idea or not, Sama.
exactly. I didn't think that was necessary, but maybe out of, panic, he just did it. But yeah.
We will have to see at the end of the day. Now is going to be Farsa taking the aggro. Appraiser's Wrath is not yet available. Look
Oh.
at the HP bar of that basic attack. That's just enough to take her down, but still, that was such a good heavy spin, making sure that
Mm,
Yahiko is punished for that turret, tower dive aggression. And now
mhm.
it's just up to Misery to, deal some
Oh.
damage, but he will be taking on that aggression on himself.
Yes, and the turtle has been spawned in the Land of Dawn, guys. First turtle in the game, and Icy Paradise are taking on for this turtle. Let's see who will be able to take it down. And Akai, with that retribution, will be able to secure the turtle for himself. Pakito, okay, actually, Pakito is pretty, he is very mobile, as we know that, so he will probably be able to skip pretty much skills from the opponent. Uh, I think that's one advantage, but on the bottom lane, Void got completely outplayed by that sniper. She's pretty precise. He is pretty precise, I think, Wink. And we just got to see that Zebling trying to make some move here, but he's not aware that Lolita is right there to protect this Beatrix. Lemon with the positioning coming in. But yeah, what do you have to say about that sniper that we just witnessed?
Absolutely perfect. You can say that's the bullseye. It's just so amazing to defeat a sniper using women with another sniper.
Mhm.
I just remember one of my friends saying he's a Leslie main, so he was like, "Come on, man! I'm a person who uses the sniper, and then there's the opponent Beatrix, who's not even a main sniper, and she's dealing such a damage
Oh.
to me. But for now, it's going to be Norman on Black,
Ooh, oh my god.
landing on three, an absolutely perfect way to deal that damage. But still, Nibiru's passion not at perfect place. The Appraiser's Wrath cancelled out. It's not enough to take them down, but the HP is so low, and that's going to be Zebling, the only casualty in that fight.
Yes, indeed, Zebling was the only one who went down. Actually, that was pretty good execution of alternate by that Lolita. Three members were caught up, as you mentioned, but I think the range from the Navure's passion was not able to reach out the members from the side of Team Avengers. That's why they survived there, and Zebling was the only one who got down. So therefore, still one kill on the hands of Team Icy Paradise, which will count here. But Misery is quite miserable here, but he will definitely be able to, you know, escape here because obviously it is Esmeralda after all, but you can see how Beatrix is being pressurized on the bottom lane and she might as well be going down here. Oh, avoid.
Why? Ultimate!
What just
Come
happened?
on!
Oh my god, he has his ultimate, but he is not using it. Why?
I have absolutely no idea of that question because I was literally just waiting there. Come on, use your ultimate, use your ultimate. It's gonna deal at least 150 damage with each bullet, and that's much more than sufficient to take him out. But then again, what's done is done. For now, they're gonna look towards the turtle. The Bat's Feast has already been used up. There comes in the heavy spins just for the disengage. That's another objective taken away by IC Paradise, and I believe they're here for the revenge this time since they are the ones who are in the control.
indeed two back-to-back, turtle that they managed to secure here, and Zebling will be using his ultimate right away, where that ejector, good one coming, Endeavor's Passion will be used, but the damage follow-up will not be provided from the side of Team Avengers. That means Wink will be able to survive even after the combo skill coming in from that ejector, plus Zebling's ultimate here. Sniper will be able to connect once again, Flicker plus ejector will be used. Wink, will he be able to survive this time? But yes, Feather Strike will be able to zone out the members from Avengers, and Wink just managed to survive two ejectors from the side of Zebling.
And yet
Oh my
again,
god.
Void had the ultimate, he did not use it. Though this time, I'll give it
Uh-huh.
up to Farsa that yes, the feathered airstrike was absolutely on point. He made sure that Pink will be able to retreat on time, but still, that's these are the only few micro plays that they need to focus on, because if they miss on this, then they'll lose a lot of farm in the macro play. So they're not being able to win that macro. So as long as Beatrix survives all these kinds of ejectors and flicker plays, and also make sure to let the enemy use their old resources without falling off in the fights. Their team is going to have such an easy time for now. Look at that Bennett's rage used up as well. They're going to chunk down the tower even low in that bottom side. Leslie's wave clear is not that good. Somehow I feel like they're actually going in for more. That's going to be the nominal blast, an absolutely beast pick off, and a void shut down yet again. The Leslie pick is not working out, Sama. It's just as you said.
Exactly. Yes, the Leslie pick is being a bit costly for Team Avengers here, because we can see how Leslie is losing that gold lane. Obviously, because Wink is pretty smart with his positioning. Plus, we just saw how he survived all that, skills coming in from the side of Avengers. But this will be the third turtle in the games. Until now, both of the turtles were taken down from the side of Team ICY PARADISE. So let's see what will happen in this one.
That's the feather there. Strike used up already, but Sicilian's not gonna survive the dive in of two people. That would be Paquito. But finally, Link has been taken down. Esmeralda doing the job, but this time Paquito seems to be in trouble. He's already burnt up the flicker. Where is the jab? There's the jab, but he will not be able to survive. Finally taken down. So that's exactly what we were talking about. Esmeralda in that EXP lane will make the difference, and the way that Misery was allowed to free farm. Now he will be the one who will be snowballing this game until Leslie has the farm. So Void will have a little bit more time on his hands, but for now, the regression on the top side still continues. They want to take the tier 1. That's going to be Unstoppable Force used up already, along with a disengage tool. That would be the heavy spins, making sure that their teammates survive, and Zibling on such a low HP will have to retreat. So that's finally the disengage.
Yes, that will be it, the disengagement in the fight, guys. Just 7 minutes inside the games, and the goal lead favors in the side of Team ICY PARADISE, probably because they managed to secure the maximum objectives here, and yes, and goal lead is on the favor of. Goal lead and both kill lead are in the favor of Team ICY PARADISE as well, and Dominance Ice will be made for Zebling here. Probably, I think that has to be his first item. And we can see how Esmeralda is just, she swapped a lane with Leslie here. Uh, okay,
Hmm.
so did Beatrix.
Yes, that is true. They're both again playing in that top side. Probably Beatrix because she wants to take down more towers, but Leslie because of course you cannot play in that bottom side. Now there comes in the heavy spins yet again. Oh, that was a beautiful feathered airstrike cancellation coming in, and Appraiser's Wrath is not needed to finish him off. He still already has that. Wants to go in for more taunt. Let's see if Yahiko will be able to pick another one off. And look at Nibiru's passion, dealing absolutely nothing. He tanked so much damage. That's gonna be the Appraiser.
Oh my god.
What was that damage? Wink was out in a blink, man. That was insane play. Such a perfect utilization of the passive. Another ejector connecting on Paquito. But that's about it. Finally, the ultimate that we were waiting for is there, but Paquito making sure that Lolita survives.
Yes, finally we got to see the ultimate from our man Void here. Feathered Airstrike once again, probably trying to clear out these minions, zoning out Void and Sicilian there. I think, yeah, Lord has already spawned, so they will they go for the first Lord?
I think so,
I
man.
mean, Team ICY PARADISE.
Yeah, the one thing that is important is that Wing should stay away as far as possible from Yahiko after that one shot burst. I don't think so
Exactly.
there's anything else that I want to look at.
Uh-huh. I mean, I don't know. Fredrin is like it's so unpredictable. Like when he uses his ultimate and he completely outplays the situation, and that's what happened in the previous gank. But off camera, we just saw that Zebling was able to take down Farsa. Wait, Jinx, the one like on one. What we missed that, but yes, this will be a 4v5 situation in the contest of the Lord. And Avengers are actually initiating the Lord for this time, but Akai is there, Retribution is there from both the side, so it all depends on how will they be able to execute the Retribution skill here. But Lolita will be going down for this time, and Lord on less than 30% HP here. There might not be contest from IC Paradise, so this will be the first slot in the hands of Team Avengers.
IC Paradise quickly deciding to change their micro, sending Paquito back towards the top to get that lane pressure out of the picture. So at least they've got something, from all over the map. They're going to lose their bottom tier one at least for that. But still, they need to make sure that everyone else is alive so that they can defend their tier twos after the slot attack. I believe that was a very good pick off, firstly on Farsa and then secondly on Lolita, because that gave them the opening to pick that Lord up for themselves. Now, there's one thing that I
Yes,
would need to point out. The positioning of Jinxed is not as efficient as that of Lemon, and that is why he's being able to make an impact in this game, while Farsa is struggling for that.
exactly. Lemon, sorry, Jinx might have to look out for the positioning, but Lord is unharmed on the top lane, and the towers are being taken down for Team Icy Paradise here. So yes, mid lane's third tower will probably be going down as well. So one by one, we can see that the towers are being destroyed here, and Falling Star Moon will be used by this Esmeralda. But yes, no kills has been secured yet, and yes, they managed to make a good utilization of this Lord because they probably managed to take decent amount of towers of Team IC Paradise.
I believe they both have technically won in this slot fight. They've lost none of their
Uh,
members, and it's going to be Avengers securing what they wanted, and IC Paradise defending what they wanted. All the three inhibitors standing perfectly without losing their passive. So even the next Lord attack might be fairly easy for them to defend. Not that easy though, but still, they have the Farsa, they have the Beatrix, they've got a decent amount of wave clearing. But for now, the gold lead that they had of a couple of $1,000,
uh-huh.
it's lowered down, and it's actually in opposite for now, since it's 3.7k to
Mhm.
3.5k gold lead in favor of Avengers. Let's have a quick look at the items. I can see that Leslie has built up the Berserker's Fury as well as the Endless Battle, and Esmeralda with almost all the defenses that she needs. Probably going to go in for the Ice Queen one now.
Indeed, and yes, Yahiko is probably looking out, providing that vision that is needed because we all know how tanky, Fedrin is here. And yes, actually, how many seconds for the Lord to be? Just 20 seconds for the Lord to be respawned once again in the Land of Dawn, and this time it will be a Luminous Lord. So I see Paradise defending one more Lord would be quite is the higher the level of the lord gets, the more difficult it gets to take down a D lord here. But yes, I just love seeing this, Fredrin just taunting every time. You're just so funny, like I don't know. Look at him. But this time heavy spin will be used, a feathered airstrike as well, but Yahiko is merely getting any damage. Okay, the ultimate from Beatrix was executed as well, and it's a complete chaos in here. Luminous
Uh-huh.
Blast will be used. Five, actually 4 man caught up in that ultimate. This might not be good for Team Avengers here. Mega kill will be secured by Akai actually, and the Farsa also managed to get a kill here. 3 of the members surviving from the side of Team Avengers. Flicker play coming in from Paquito, but he will not be able to catch up to the members of Avengers, and this might be a good chance for Icy Paradise to take down this Luminous Lord and change the tides of the game.
Yes, that is correct. And the phenomenon blast. That was such a perfect utilization of that resource, catching 4 people. And I really feel like Lolita was the one who set up this lord for their own team. But now they want to transition it into something even more. But look at the Esmeralda tanking everything. Even those heavy spins were not able to disrupt her shield. Still, will be able to defend that way fairly easily. Lord's gonna march down from that bottom side, and just as he said, it'll be even a higher level rod. The Nomenon Blast again connecting on 2 people. Feathered Airstrike has also been used, but a guy falls by the hands of Leslie. The true damage queen is back into the action. Zebling solo.
Oh.
He still survives. He manages to bait quite a lot of people out, and now Esmeralda will have to retreat. Beatrix is not the one you can, face against because of the presence of that demon hunter sword, but that's about it that they wanted to do. They'll lose their tier 2s in the process, but they will be able to defend their inhibitors.
Yes, and okay, Lolita actually went down there because she was pretty low, and immortality will be built by this Yahiko here. And yes, they will be able to take down this lord without the inhibitors being destroyed. And yeah, I think that lord was very, very crucial for Team IC Paradise to take down because they were lagging behind. They were quite lagging behind, I would say. But with that lord, they actually managed to somehow get themselves back in the game, and the goal lead once again shifts towards IC Paradise here.
That is correct. But I feel like that both of them have actually reached that 43k mark already. So they would have their core items up in their arsenal. So it just depends on those, last minute item swaps that would be between immortalities as well as the winter transient plays that we see happen quite a lot of times. But for now, they're both gonna set up for the opposite lanes. They're trying to, somehow shift the pressure towards their opponents. But I would say that I believe the positioning advantage it would shift to in favor of Avengers.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but they might lose their tier 3 in the top side. If they lose the inhibitor, that's going
Oh.
to be a massive disadvantage. It's been chunked down quite low, but they will have the position near the Lord Pit. So I really like the way they played around when there was a
Uh-huh.
minute remaining. They managed to clear the bot side, and now they're transitioning it towards the mid and going towards the top when it's just 35 more seconds for the Lord.
And obviously, I just saw that Void just used his ultimate, probably trying to reveal the position of whoever it was in the bush. And Lord will be respawning once again in the land of around 20 seconds. And this will definitely be one of the most crucial Lord in the game. Whichever team takes it, definitely have the advantage of probably gaining some lead, or might as well be ending the game here. But yes, let's see what happens here.
The thing I see Paradise would be looking for would be to jump on Leslie or Cecilian
Uh-huh.
and try and get one of them out of that team fight. But something along the lines of disrupting that whole flow of the fight and dividing that fight into two would be what Avengers will be looking for. Nibiru's passion has been used up, though does not connect to anyone. But Yahiko being taken down quite low, but he will get back that HP. I believe he has a Guardian's helmet already, so he
Uh-huh.
can jump back into that team fight yet again. Sanguine Claws connecting on two, Feathered Airstrike not connecting on anyone. That's going to be the unstoppable force used up as well. But he will be taken immortality. He has been picked up. Beatrix right in front of everyone. Appraiser's Wrath is not yet available, but still he will be able to take him down. And as soon as wings fall, everyone from the side of IC Paradise wants to retreat. Akai is still there. There is heavy spins available. No, not yet. Yahikos will secure that Lord. Ice King won't secure by 11, so he will make sure to get that slow in again. And what was that damage? He took down 35% of the HP from Akai. That's absolutely insane.
And it is nearly a wipeout situation. Paquito is the only one surviving here, and Zebling is trying to chase the hell out of this Paquito, probably trying to make a wipeout situation here. Falling Starman will be used right away, does not connect here. Perfect is quite not perfect here. He gets caught up and instantly melted. Immortality will be popped up, but he will be going down in the hands of Leslie. Nibiru's passion will be used right away from Beatrix, probably trying to save the base for the day, but this might as well be the end of Team IC Paradise here. Tower lock situation going on, and the first game in the hands of Team Avengers.
Absolutely. What a way to get the win. That Lord fight was absolutely perfect. Even though the heavy spins got Fredrin, but again, that was not what you would want to do. Yes, the idea, I would say, was okay, but one's resource, not one, but Beatrix resources were just not enough to take Fredrin down. They needed the feathered airstrike at that point. If in case Farsa would have been there and would have landed those bombardments, I don't think so Fredrin would have survived. But at the end of the day, what a play by Avengers. They came out on top, and the Guardian's helmet, coming at clutch, making sure Yahiko's HP increases back so that he would be able to take Beatrix down in the forthcoming team fight. Perfect. Playing on that Paquito was not able to do anything, and that is only because of the presence of the Esmeralda in their opponent. And that was one thing that we discussed in draft that might go, you know, wrong for the side of IC Paradise, and that is exactly what happened.
Exactly. And for the scoreboard, we can see MVP for Esmeralda, obviously, because she was great with the team fight initiation. She was soaking up so much damage, letting the, backlines to actually inflict that damage. And yes, looking at the data section, you can see the most damage was from the side of Avengers. It was actually Misery who has the most damage, whereas from the side of Team Icy Paradise, obviously, it's going to be Beatrix who has the most damage in a whole game as a whole, so 39% damage actually. But this time it is going to be Avengers who wins this game. We still have a couple of matches to go to determine who actually wins this round of the game, the lower bracket. And me, Asama Shrestha with Scaredyet, will see you guys in the next match. Please stay tuned.
Used up already, but Sicilian's not gonna survive the dive in of two people. That would be Paquito, but finally Blink has been taken down. Esmeralda doing the job, but this time Paquito seems to be in trouble. He's already burned up the flicker. Where is the jab? Did he have that? Wants to go in from more taunt. Let's see if Yahiko will be able to pick another one off. And look at Nibiru's passion, dealing absolutely nothing. He tanked so much damage. That's gonna be a freezer.
Oh my god.
What was that damage? Wink was out in a blink, man. That was insane play. Such a perfect. It'll be even a higher level rod. The Nomenon Blast again connecting on two people. Feathered Airstrike has also been used, but Akai falls by the hands of Leslie. The true damage queen is back into the action. Zebling solo. He manages to bait quite a lot of people out, and now Esmeralda will have to retreat. Beatrix is not the one you can, but Akai falls by the hands of Leslie. The true damage queen is back into the action. Zebling solo. He manages to bait quite a lot of people out, and now Esmeralda will have to retreat. Beatrix is not the one you can, face against because of the presence of that demon hunter sword, but that's about it that they wanted to do. Beatrix right in front of everyone. Appraiser's Wrath is not yet available, but still he will be able to take him down. And as soon as wings fall, everyone from the side of IC Paradise wants to retreat. Akai is still there. There is heavy spins available. No, not yet. Yahiko's will secure that Lord. Ice King won't secure by 11, so he
only one surviving here, and Zebling is trying to chase the hell out of this Paquito, probably trying to make a wipeout situation here. Falling Diamond will be used right away, does not connect here. Perfect is quite not perfect here. He gets caught up and instantly melted. Immortality will be popped up, but he will be going down in the hand in this one.
That's the feather there. Strike used up already, but Sicilian's not gonna survive the dive in of two people. That would be Paquito, but finally Blink has been taken down. Esmeralda doing the job, but this time Paquito seems to be in trouble. He's already burned up the flicker. Where is the jab? Did he have that? Wants to go in from more taunt. Let's see if Yahiko will be able to pick another one off. And look at Nibiru's passion, dealing absolutely nothing. He tanked so much damage. That's gonna be a freezer.
Oh my god.
What was that damage? Wink was out in a blink, man. That was insane play. Such a perfect. It'll be even a higher level rod. The Nomenon Blast again connecting on two people. Feathered Airstrike has also been used.
Alright you guys, welcome back to AAIT Annual Ace Invitational Tournament. This is the lower bracket matches which was ongoing between Avengers versus Team Icy Paradise. As we witnessed the first game, Avengers were able to take down the first game in the best of 5, and this is going to be the second match. So moving ahead to the banning draft, Scaredyet will be explaining it to you further.
So for now, the Carmilla has been taken out of the banning phase. That's something that we've been witnessing almost in all the games, apart from a couple where the Carmilla was actually picked up. But that's one thing. She either gets banned out or she gets picked up. So we clearly see how much of a potential she has. Then again, I see Paradise not letting the Akai through the banning phase this time, taking it off right as the first bans. They do not want to pick it this time. Maybe
Uh-huh.
does not want to allow Avengers as well to go with that hero Masha being taken out yet again. That's a good answer, man. But I'm feeling maybe a Barat's ban as well as a Martyrs ban from IC Paradise.
Could be, could be. I mean, first ban Akai. Actually, they were the one who played Akai in the first place in the first game, but didn't seem to work out as they wished to. Therefore, Akai will be banned as a first ban, as you mentioned. Now, let's see what will be the rest of the bans. Actually, it's jinxed for the banning phase, so could be one of the potential jungler. But let's see what actually gets bans here because obviously there are a lot of heroes that are quite popular in the ban phase, and as you mentioned, it's going to be Martis who gets banned from the side of Team IC Paradise.
That is true. Now, the reason why I thought of Martis and a Barats is one, Martis is
Uh,
very common being banned out from every matchup, and we know the potential of Avengers on that Martis. But secondly, Barats, because we've seen Avengers pick Barats as well as their jungler. So once you take all three of them away, it leaves them with an option of a Balmond. So maybe if IC Paradise would want, they can pick the Balmond for themselves and can also deny that hero. So that would be something that I feel like maybe they're looking forward to. But I want to see how Avengers are going to answer this back with. They're going to take out the Leslie. Maybe want to pick up some
okay.
tanky heroes for themselves.
Could be banning Leslie. Okay, I did not quite expect that, ban draft coming in from Avengers. But moving ahead to IC Paradise's ban here, Kaja will be banned once again. I mean, he was banned in the previous match and will be banned in this match as well. So, yes, a first phase of the banning session has been completed. So, let's see what will be the first pick incoming from the side of Team Avengers. Zebbling on the picking press probably could be swapped here to Yahiko. Okay, picking Hyper as the first pick.
But then
Okay.
again, it is the Leo mod, so we know how good of a hero he is on that jungle area, not to receive that recent buff. And of course, we know that his potential is immense, especially with that Phantom Steed. He gets an amazing mobility. But again, maybe Barats might be picked up from the side of IC Paradise. We've seen a lot of Barats coming forward in this tournament, but I would want to see something along the lines of maybe a Karina or
Uh-huh.
maybe something else. Fredrin as well into the jungle, but Valentina would be the go-to choice for now by Jinx, and I believe that's a very good answer for the Leo mod because you can steal the
Uh,
Phantom Steed away with the IMU.
yes, indeed. Whereas the first pick, okay, it's gonna be Yuzong who will be locked into from the side of Team IC Paradise, a good EXP laner, I would say. And yes, two of the heroes from the side of IC Paradise, it's gonna be Valentina and Yuzong. Okay. Uh, what do you have to say about this? I did not expect this
Um,
draft actually, but yeah,
yeah, Valentina seems to be an amazing hero. It was,
yeah,
passed through
she
the
is.
drafting phase.
Yeah.
So that's a good
Uh-huh.
pick. But as for the Yuzhong, I believe that's the revelation of the EXP lane way too early. So
Mm,
I think that maybe a Sams or an Esmeralda might be picked up as the counter, but that too as the for the last two slots. But for now, a Sicilian will be locked in along with the Irithel. So Void is changing
oh,
things a little bit. Even though there's a Beatrix open, there's a Clint open. I feel like that maybe they're going in towards that comfort pick side even more.
uh-huh.
I think so. IC Paradise would have a good answer to this.
Yes, they actually locked into they prioritized Irithel over all the other marksmen that were open, and actually we got to see Void's gameplay on that Irithel yesterday too. So yeah, let's see. But they actually lost that game, I think. So this time maybe we'll be able to see something different. But here as the third pick, let's see what a team IC Paradise picks for themselves. They already have a EXP laner as well as mage for their team. Now I think it's gonna be a jungler. Okay, Baksha jungler. It's been a long time since I've seen Baksha jungler.
I did not expect that, to be honest. I did see
Uh-huh.
that yesterday in the first match, but still, this is something that I did not expect. Basha enter the
Mhm.
jungle up against a Leo mod. Mobility wise, Basha is obviously superior, but in the team fight potential comparison, I think so Leomord might get the win because he would be able to jump towards that backside, but a Tortoise Poison, if utilized well, would deal a ton of damage, especially with the utility that it brings, the inbuilt natural dominance size, and pair it up with the dominance size, that's going to be
Uh-huh.
much more difficult for Sicilian to get that healing back, as well as Leomord to get that HP back with their combination.
Indeed, but obviously we will be able to see later in the game how this backshot pick does for the IC Paradise here. But a second phase's first ban is going to be 1-1, and obviously Avengers already have their gold laner picked up. Therefore, they're probably trying to reduce the marksman pool for IC Paradise here. Two of the pretty good marksmen, which is Leslie and 1-1, they got banned right away. Therefore, yeah, let's see what IC Paradise. I mean, there are still, good marksmen left, but yeah, I'm excited to see what they pick for their goal laner here. But this will be the last ban from the side of Team IC Paradise. What will it be? Any guesses?
I guess another EXP line, maybe, just take away an Esmeralda, just ban it out, even lower down
Uh-huh.
that EXP hero pool so that Yuzhong has an even more fun time. But they're going to take out the Terizla though, so the ideology is similar in that sense because a Yuzhong up against an Esma is almost a 50-50 lane where they're both going to heal so much that you'll get annoyed watching that again and again. But looking at the full dive in composition that IC Paradise is bringing on the table, I feel
Uh-huh.
Avengers should go with something that can disengage pretty well just to disrupt the whole formation. Maybe they can pick up a Ruby as their roamer because
Uh-huh.
she can, get that CC in, make sure that Yuzhong is not able to land his combination properly, as well as can provide the setup with the Don't Run Wolf King, as well as I'm offended. But we'll have to see how vast the hero pool is in this game.
Yes, as you mentioned, Ruby could be a great pick for Team Avengers here, but it's in their hand what they're gonna pick, so we'll be able to see. But it's gonna be Franco pick incoming from the side of Team Icy Paradise as a roamer.
I,
Okay,
I
there.
like that pick. Hmm.
Yeah, I was not expecting these two picks, last two picks from the side of Team Icy Paradise. I was not expecting it, but it's definitely not. It's not good. It's good, but it's just that I was not expecting it. So good one coming in from Icy Paradise. Whereas yes, Sebling will be locking into this. Lolita right away probably will be able to dodge or let's say shield some iron hooks here, which could be a huge asset for the team. And let's see what Misery picks. He is the EXP laner of the team, and they need a decent, strong EXP laner to go against Yuzong here. And okay, it's gonna be Barrett.
What?
Okay.
Um, that, that's something that I did not expect at all. I mean, I was thinking they might go ahead with the first pick Barats. Instead, they went with the Leo mod. So I was pretty okay looking at that. Yeah, that's something not out of the ordinary. But this is definitely out of the ordinary. Picking up the Barats, that too for the EXP lane. I believe he will have a lot of trouble, especially in the early game, until he builds up the Guardian's helmet because his HP will not be regened. And if he goes back to the base, he will lose those stacks. Those just normal Barat's
Mhm.
problem. But as for the answer for the goal lane by IC Paradise, they're looking towards the Melissa. I feel like that would be extremely good, but even a Claude might work in this situation. But yes, they're going to lock the Melissa in. The drafts are up in front of us. Lolita up against the Valentina. She will be able to steal a
Oh my
lot of
god.
valuable ultimates in this game. I am leaning towards IC Paradise a little bit. What about you, Sama?
Well, it does seem like Icy Paradise has, the upper hand in the drafting thing, but let's see how it goes in the match. And obviously, to mention once again, this is the second match, guys, of the lower bracket Avengers versus Team Icy Paradise here. First match, as we witnessed, was taken down by Team Avengers, so this will be the second match. And we got some, not unusual, but we got some new, heroes in the drafting phase. So yes, this will be an interesting match to witness, actually.
Yes, absolutely. And we are going to witness yet another exciting game. It is going to be Avengers on the blue side who are already leading 1-0 against Team IC Paradise who will be taking on the red side. We are in the land of Dawn, everyone. Let's see who gets the win. So they're just going towards their respected lanes. Of course, I expected Lolita to jump towards that bottom side to pose a little threat to Melissa and also help Erythel to get farmed up. As soon as she gets the first item, she will be able to transition it easily towards those aggressive itemization as well as the rotations that she will have. But they're actually zoning Melissa out, so I believe Franco might
Uh-huh.
have to rotate towards that bottom side.
Yes, indeed. I mean, I think Zebling had to do this because I think Melissa will definitely, I think with that doll, she will be able to connect with the minions. The damage will be connected from the minions to Irithel. So I've played Melissa. I think I have plenty of matches with Melissa, and I think she is good in 1v1 in the gold lane. But this time, as you can see, that Zebling is there to protect, Void, and actually just zoning out Wink here, not letting her farm, not letting her take those gold cannons and gold minions. And yes, Yves is actually here too. And let's see if there will be some iron hooks connecting here. Oh, that was a blind hook from Ryu's here, but unfortunately it did not connect here.
And
Ooh,
that's
ooh.
going to be the Basha jumping in. Lolita seems to be in trouble. Will be taking a ton of aggro, but Void making sure to hit Melissa in towards that backside. Meanwhile, Phantom Steed is also there. He wants to jump in for more. Will be taking the tower damage. I don't think so. That was a good idea. Iron Hook is not there. So for now, Yahiko will survive.
Indeed, that was a close call, but no kills has been secured yet. But Turtle is being spawned in the Land of Dawn, and IC Paradise are going. Actually, Baxi is the only one who's going in for the Turtle, and I don't think there will be any contest because Leomord is actually going in for his purple buff here. Iron Hook connects to the buff here, but okay, it actually got resetted, which is pretty troublesome for Yahiko because as a jungler, it's pretty annoying to get your buff resetted here. Zebling is there, but you can see how Baksha is trying to invade here, and a good execution of Retribution will be able to take it down, but Numinous Blast will be used. 3 members actually got caught up here. Iron Hook will be connected as well, and Yahiko will be going down. Detona's Welcome will be used up on this Baksha. Doesn't have much HP left, and he will be able to compensate that with the death of Baksha.
Yes, a one for one trade indeed. But then again, just as you were talking about, a lot of useful ultimates that could be stolen up with the IMU, Nomenon Blast being the most annoying one of that, and exactly what Jinx did. Made sure that the Nomenon Blast setup was absolutely perfect for her teammates. So that's, I believe, what is going to be the game style from the side of IC Paradise this game. But we'll have to see because for now, Baratsi is actually winning out on the trade against Perfect. Even though he's low on farm, he is lacking that EXP. Yet he forced Perfect so low into that HP that they might need to shift their aggression towards that specific lane. But for now, they're gonna stick with Melissa. Wink will be farming up a lot. He needs that, to be honest, to be a little more effective in those team fights.
Yes, and off camera we actually can see that Barrett was able to take down Yuzong 1v1 without any, help, and it's actually quite fun, not funny but smart actually of Barrett that he's using that gold crab to, keep his stack up. Yeah, it's just 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes inside the game, and first turtle was taken down. Actually, first objective was taken down from the side of Team IC Paradise here, but the goal lead is in the hands of Team Avengers, just a couple of hundreds. But yes, guys, a lead is lead, and they are going in for the next turtle. So let's see who takes down the next turtle, but Numinous Blast will be used. 2 of the members got caught up here. Ultimate will be, not ultimate, go away will be used by this Wink, but Titora's Welcome will be able to take her down and actually stunning her in the wall, and double kill will be secured by Leomord here. And Yuzong trying to make some move here, but triple kill will be secured by Leomod instead, and Bakshia is the only one who is in this turtle lane. Franco will be following up, so let's see if they manage to, take down this turtle, or maybe it's actually a 2v3 situation, but Valentina will be incoming here. Bakshia will not be able to take all the damage, but he has 1 HP left, but good execution of Iron Hook coming in from this Franco. Playing the situation, no miss blast will be used, and Bakshia will be going down here with 1 HP, and actually Valentina has that ultimate coming in from that Lolita, and she uses it. Actually, oh my god, Yves Yahigo's got caught up there, but I don't think that he will be going down for this time. Okay, did you see how, Franco actually, you know, uh,
Yeah,
looked
that was
out
an
of nowhere?
amazing
I
hook.
was like,
Yeah.
what? I did not
But
expect,
absolutely,
Barrett's.
Barats was just
Mm-hmm.
enjoying his time, and then he was like suddenly just pulled over towards that second tower,
Mm-hmm.
suppressed in that. He was like, "Alright, man, Daytona, that's about it. Can't help you further with that." And again, but the follow that came in from Avengers, that was absolutely on point because they ended up
Uh-huh.
winning that trade up, and they actually got even the turtle as well as the follow up kill on Basha. That is the enemy jungler. That's
Uh-oh.
gonna be the
Uh-oh.
Phenomenon Blast in the mid lane. Another great pick off. They will be able to take this tower as well. So trades
Mm-hmm.
coming all over the map in favor of them, and they are increasing their goal lead further.
Yes, the gold gap is quite visible here, guys. Just 6 minutes inside the game, and gold lead is almost 4k. Actually, almost, 4k from the side of Team Avengers. They also have a decent kill lead here. They'll probably be able to take down the mid lane third tower, and Detona's welcome will be used by the Sparrows right away, and Yuzong will be able to escape for now. But Bakshia dealing, trying to deal some damage here, but he will be able to. Misery will be able to flicker out from the situation here. Phantom State will be used, but Void will be able to take down this Van right away in Minus Blast once again. Go away, but that will be of no use because Void will be able to take down this Lolita Wink right away. And pretty good team fight initiation coming in from this Lolita, and they actually managed to take down a couple of members and the tower as well, which is definitely advantage for Team Avengers here.
Absolutely. They managed to use the bait of Parats in towards that top side and force their fight in towards that second tier tower and took it to ICY Paradise, and they were not able to respond to that in time. Franco falling into the team fight first. He needs to connect those iron hooks on at least Erithiel or a Sicilian, and even now to even Leo mod, because he will be very valuable with those phantom steeds in the team fights, and he's probably doing that. As soon as Franco uses his suppression, he calls in for Barbier so that he knocks back Franco a little bit. That disrupts the suppression. So that's exactly what they need. The only utility tool that Ryuz has right now would be his iron hooks. He needs to connect them.
Exactly, and we can see that Valentina swiftly stealing Lolita's ultimate because that is probably one of the most valuable, asset that she can copy from the side of Team Avengers here. That Luminous Blast could be of a great use for ICY Paradise to probably outplay some situation or maybe even initiate a team fight here. And yes, guys, 8 minutes inside the game, and Team Avengers seems to be doing pretty good in this game. They have the kill lead, they have the goal lead, they have the control over the map. And yes, they will probably, I think they will wait for the Lord here and try to actually make some move with the Lord. I don't know, because, ICY Paradise, they're just not coming out, they're staying on their bases. Probably because they don't want to risk losing the team fight here, because they know that Avengers are in the lead right now and they are quite vulnerable, you know, in terms of, damage. Avengers are ahead. So, yeah, losing a team fight is not something ICY Paradise wants here.
Yes, and looking at the itemization
Oh,
from both of these teams, oh, that's going to be an amazing initiation. The Black Dragon form has also been used, but Void making sure to deal the burst damage, staying into that black line, while Sicilian with that Bat's impact, making sure the enemies are low enough for Leomont to just go ahead and pick those kills of Sanguine Claws, connecting, and
oh.
another pick off. That's 4 for absolutely 0. A massive win coming in from the side of Avengers. They're going to try and chunk down this tier to the passive will be used up though, and that's about it. They can transition it easily for that Lord because Franco will not be able to do anything.
Indeed, and that team fight it was definitely in the hands of Team Avengers here, and they will be going for the first Lord in the game, and yes, there will probably be no contest here, but we can see Bakshia trying to make some move there, but Lolita will be able to zone them out for now, and the first Lord in the game will be in the hands of Team Avengers.
I believe it was the Iron Hook from Rios that actually initiated that team fight, if I'm not wrong, Salma.
Uh-huh.
And that
Mm-hmm.
turned out horrible for their side because they don't have enough damage. Plus the Nominon
Yeah.
Blast that is, uh, just waiting. Zebling is just waiting so that 2 or 3 players can follow up on that Iron Hook so that he
Mm-hmm.
could land that 3-man ultimate is something that is posing a lot of threat. And that is one of the
Mm-hmm.
reasons why I believe Atlas is a good counter to Franco, but since there was no Atlas available this time,
Uh-huh.
Lolita is doing the exact same thing. Lord will chunk down the
Ooh.
mid inhibitor a lot more, and that's going to be used on kicking a lot of aggro. One bats impact is not there. Phantom Steed connecting, and that is going to be one pick off already. Leomord's ultimate has been stolen by Jinx. He can use it up in the team fights, but he does not have enough sustain.
Oh my god, what the heck? What the heck was that damage? Lemon, are you kidding me?
In an
Oh my
instant.
god.
In an instant. That is how
Uh-oh.
stacked up Lemon is on that Sicilian Pasha with the Tortoise Poison will not be able to do anything, and
Mm-mm.
that is going to be another game
Oh my
in
god.
favor of Avengers.
Oh my god. My mind is just stuck on how Lemon was able to melt down more than half HP that was on that Valentina. One strike and she was gone. And yes, looking at the scoreboard, obviously all of the gold shiny medals on the side of Team Avengers here. MVP, we can see Sicilian with that 11.0 score, and obviously because he was good with positioning, he was good with dealing damage, he was, good with absolutely everything there, and we have to give kudos to this Zebling for actually, we got to see some amazing ultimates from her, good initiation, good, shielding, everything was pretty good from the side of Team Avengers. Overall, they did a quite great job, I would say. And yes, Lemon, oh my god, I'm still thinking about it. Oh my god,
I
that
mean,
was like, what?
yeah. They don't fail to amaze us. In the previous
Uh-huh.
game, it was Yahiko who did that with his Fredrin, deleted Beatrix right in front of our eyes with the
Uh-huh.
Appraiser's Wrath. And then this time, it was Lemon doing the exact same thing with the Bat's Impact, connected the Sanguine Claws, and boom, Jinx was just out of the picture. I really want to see what is going to be the damage charts right now because I feel like he's the one who probably dealt the most damage on his team. Meanwhile, the tankiness that's going to be coming in from Misery, 37%. They, yeah, another reason, man, why Barats is being banned a lot in these tournaments because he sustains so much of that damage. Looking at the maximum tower push, Void's going to get that, of course, because that is exactly what was needed out of him.
Indeed, and with this, guys, this will be wrap up for the second match in this game. Obviously, both of the matches were taken down by Avengers. Now, Avengers just needs one victory to actually win this lower bracket, whereas IC Paradise will have to, they might be in quite pressure because they have to win all three matches, to actually win this round. So yes, we still have some matches to go, and me, Sama Shrestha, and Scaredyet. We'll see you guys in the next match. Please stay tuned. Here. And a good execution of Retribution will be able to take it down, but Nunes Blast will be used. Three members actually got caught up here. Iron Hook will be connected as well, and Yahiko will be going down. Detona's Welcome will be used up on this Baksha, doesn't have as much HP left, and he just a couple of hundreds. But yes, guys, a lead is lead, and they are going in for the next turtle. So let's see who takes down the next turtle, but Numinous Blast will be used. Two of the members got caught up here. Ultimate will be, not ultimate, go away will be used by this Wink, but Jitara's Welcome will be able to take her down, and Pit who takes down the next turtle, but Numinous Blast will be used. Two of the members got caught up here. Ultimate will be, not ultimate, go away will be used by this Wink, but Jitara's Welcome will be able to take her down and actually stunning her in the wall, and double kill will be secured by Leomord here. And Yuzong trying to make some move here, Leo mode instead, and Bakshia is the only one who is in this turtle lane. Franco will be following up, so let's see if they manage to, take down this turtle, or maybe it's actually a 2v3 situation, but Valentina will be incoming here. Bakshia will not be able to take all the damage, but he has 1 HP left, but good execution of Iron Hook up, so let's see if they manage to, take down this turtle, or maybe it's actually a 2v3 situation, but Valentina will be incoming here. Bakshia will not be able to take all the damage, but he has 1 HP left, but good execution of Iron Hook coming in from this Franco. I'll play the situation. No Miss Blast will be used.
Man, Daytona, that's about it. Can't help you further with that. And again, but the follow-up that came in from Avengers, that was absolutely on point, because they ended up winning that trade up, and they actually got even the turtle as well as the follow-up kill on Basha. That is the enemy jungler. That's gonna be the Norman Blast in the mid lane. Another great pick of the win.
Bakshia trying to deal some damage here, but he will be able to, Misery will be able to flicker out from the situation here. Phantom State will be used, but Void will be able to take down this Franco right over the Minus Blast once again. Go away, but that will be of no use, because Void will be able to take down this Lolita right that
So that's going to be an... Hey everyone, welcome back. Game number 3 is on. Match 2 for the lower bracket. We have to figure out who's gonna face WAINS Dynasty in the next lower bracket match. That will be happening tomorrow. But for now, we're gonna see the ones who's gonna win this round. Will it be Avengers with a clean 3-0 sweep, or will it be ICY PARADISE forcing a game number 4? We'll have to witness that, and we will see. With me, Scaredyet, and another amazing co-caster with us, Sama.
Hello guys, it's me, Sama, and yes, without any delay, we are going to head on to the ban draft right away. And this time, ICY PARADISE's first ban priority is going to be Diggy, whereas from the side of Team Avengers, it's gonna be Atlas. This ban draft is quite familiar. I'm having deja vu.
Yeah, of match 1, deja vu of match 1. They might probably go for all those picks, but still, I want to see what ICY PARADISE are going to go forward with. Are they going to ban away the Carmilla or the Valentina, or even the Martis? They're going to take away the Kaja though this time, not going to let the Suppression Kings through from the banning phase. But I want to look at what, I want to see what they want to pick up for themselves. Will it be the Akai yet again, or will it be something else? Because their strategy does not seem to be working.
Exactly. And Kaja, I mean, it has been obviously constantly being banned, and I think it was definitely from ICY PARADISE that Kaja is banned in all three matches. It was banned from the side of Team ICY PARADISE, if I'm not wrong. Whereas the third ban from the side of Team ICY PARADISE, once again the third time ban Mardis here, and from the side of, actually, it's quite reasonable why Mardis is being banned. It's not questionable at all. And from the side of Team Avengers, it's gonna be Leomord actually who gets banned. And as you predicted, ICY PARADISE are still gonna stick on to that Akai Hyper for their team.
Right, and I believe the answer would be a Leslie and a Sicilian. And just like you said, deja vu from match number 1. And I guess that would be a good choice for them. Sicilian, they picked it up for 2 games. They managed to stack him up a lot, and they've actually showed a lot of impact with the Sicilian in the whole map, and that is what they want to go forward with in this game as well. Maybe they might pick away the Barats just to answer the Akai, or something along the lines of Fredrin, since it is also open right now, and they can go forward with the Fredrin jungle on the Aiko yet again, and that's gonna be
Wait. Okay, Void once again on that Leslie pick, and obviously Lemon on that Sicilian. I mean, it has to be one of the comfort heroes, comfort hero pick for a Lemon, because I think, we've seen plenty of matches of Lemon with that Sicilian, and he's indeed pretty good with it. 2, So yes, but let's see how he will be able to, if he will be able to, maintain the same level of gameplay in this match too. But it will be a double pick incoming from the side of Team IC Paradise. They already have their hyper picked, which is gonna be Akai. First game they picked Akai too, but it somehow didn't work out as they, predicted it to work like. But yes, at this time they're taking the chances in picking Akai once again, whereas it will be Yusong on the EXP laner and Farsa as a mage. Okay, okay.
Hmm. I'm actually a little surprised why I've not yet seen Eve coming out from either of these teams. Didn't see that yesterday happening. We're not seeing that today either. And I feel like the buff that she has received, it's actually so good. The slows that she can bring on the table, that's
Mm-hmm.
intense. And she has an amazing range and she can counter Leslie way too well with that utility that she holds
Uh
in the
huh.
arsenal. But for now, they're gonna lock the Farsa as well. The burst damage dealing mage again has an amazing range, so he's also a pretty good counter with the Barats for the answer. So the three comfort picks that we were talking about have already been locked in by the side of Avengers.
Yes, indeed. And this will be the first ban from the second phase. Let's see what Misery goes in for the ban. They already have three decent, he was on the ban phase. And next is gonna be Beatrix on the line in the ban section. Probably Beatrix is, overall a good marksman, and we've actually seen plenty of matches in this tournament as a whole. And she has been good. She has the damage, especially in the late game after she has her items spiked up, will be melting even the tankiest heroes in the game. Therefore, yes, Beatrix was the, fourth party ban from the side of Team Avengers.
And a Franco being taken out of that roam position. So maybe IC Paradise want to looking for something along the lines of Lolita, maybe. Might as well pick it up for themselves. They tried to pull that combo off in game number one. Let's see if they can actually manage to do that in game two. I mean, game number three, sorry. Avengers with their final ban. Gonna take away the Clint if possible, or maybe the 1-1 still, since it's still open and can pose a threat to Leslie, and that's gonna be the 1-1 ban. It's literally a deja vu from match number one, except for the Barat pick.
Yes, indeed. But yes, this will be the last ban from the side of Team Icy Paradise here, and they still have, two heroes. I mean, both of the team has two heroes to be picked, but it's gonna be Fredrin ban incoming from the side of Team Icy Paradise, and I think it was Fredrin Hyper from the side of Team Avengers in the first match. I think. And they
Yeah.
don't. I mean, Avengers has them confused because in the previous match, Yahiko. I mean, this Zebling. Sorry, Barrett was being played as a EXP laner, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, they might have thought that Fredrin could have been a good pick for Avengers to be picked as a hyper. So it's just it is just what Avenger did. They just played with the brain here. But yes, this will be the first pick in the second phase. So let's see what Misery will be locking in for the team here. And
Lolita asked for the answer. A pretty good pick. Been working out since two games, so might as well go in for this one as well. And about two games, I mean, even including one that happened yesterday. So again, they've got an amazing draft, a decent front line. They've got a good answer to the Akai with the heavy spins. But again, it can be used to disrupt the Nomenon Blast. So it totally depends on who will use what resource when. Micro plays will be extremely important. But to answer the Leslie, Clint is available. I feel like IC Paradise, they should go for that. But still, they want to lean towards their comfort pick a little bit, showing up the Erithiel. Might as well pick Melissa up. She's also decent and can do a pretty huge amount of damage. But looking at the tankiness, with the Lolita, with the Barats, and probably the final pick might be the Esmeralda from their side. Since Fredrin has been banned out, or maybe a Terizla, since it is open, it might pose a lot of threat to you, Zhong.
indeed, they need that good exp laner to be going against this Yuzong, and who is actually capable of soaking up some damage, which Esmeralda could do. But as you said, Tesla is still open here, so Avengers might as well be locking into that Tesla. And we do have other, potential EXP laners on the game. So let's see what Misery locks into. For this match, it's just 10 seconds and 9 seconds for the picking session. So what could it be? What could it be, huh?
Esmeralda or a Tesla, maybe, or no.
Wind.
They're
Oh,
actually gonna go for the Grok. It totally slipped my mind, but that is such an amazing pick.
mm-hmm.
Wait, what? What? No way they're pulling
Mm-hmm.
this. No ways they are pulling this. Sama, it's a Grok in the jungle.
Oh my god. Avengers, they are just I don't know what they are doing, but good luck to both of the team. I'm rooting for both of them. And actually Avengers, they have, surprised us like quite, I mean, to both of the times, like in the previous match as well. Um, but yes, I'm quite not sure about Grok Jungle here, but yeah, we will be able to witness how they will be able to execute this Grok Jungle in the game. And yes, here we are once again in the land of Dawn. This is the third match once again, guys, to mention here. And if Avengers win this game, they will be. I mean, it will be a clean sweep victory. And if IC Paradise wins this game, they will still have chance to somehow, win this round.
Absolutely. Game number 4 is on the line. The journey to the lower bracket up to till the grand finals, and the trophy is also on the line. So of course they would not want to miss anything. Want to bring out every single tool that they have saved in their arsenal on the table for now. They cannot save any kind of strategies. They have to get the win in this one. Grok into the jungle by Yahiko. I don't know how well is he going to do. The camp clearing capability would be a little less as compared to Okai. He will be able to clear creeps much faster, and I feel like in a Grok in the EXP would have been much better choice. But for now, since we are having this composition, who do you think will get the win, Sama?
Well, I can't say. I absolutely can't say that. I don't know who will get the win, you know. But I'm
Mhm.
just, interested to see how the draft works here. And I think Avengers, as they have 2 wins already on their pocket, they're just trying out different strategies here, working out with the drafts here, bringing the changes in the drafts, making it flexible, trying to make the game even more interesting. But yes, we don't know yet if it actually favors them. But yes, we will be able to witness that later in the game.
Absolutely. And in towards the top side, we can clearly see how IC Paradise have adapted. They know the two people will be there. So Estes making sure to assist their own marksman. But I really want to say that Estes
Mm-hmm.
into the Lolita, I don't think so. It was a very good choice because with an Estes, you want to go with the U-based strat. You want your players to stick together. And the counter to that was developed in terms of that Lolita. So Blacklist International were the ones who brought the Ube startup on the table, and it was perfectly answered by the Lolita pick coming in from the team of MOBA Zain. So
Uh-huh.
that's basically the story that we'll probably witness in front of us now.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, but yes, on the top side, we can see some movements coming in from both of the team. Actually, heavy spin was used by, Akai right away, but yes, no kill secured yet from both of the side. 3 of the members are in the top lane from the side of Team Avengers, potentially looking for some fight initiation here. Actually, 4 of the members, but Zibling will be retreating, not retreating, he's probably for the mod. Wait, oh, he did not. I thought he actually recalled there. Did he not?
I don't think so. He recalled there, but for now, they're gonna turn the aggression towards the EXP lane. The priority is in with the hands of IC Paradise. But yes, of course, Yahiko is also there. Wait, one wall would
Mm-hmm.
be enough to reset the whole turtle, and they actually do it themselves. That's gonna be Black Dragon form used up as well. Lemon seems to be in trouble. Petrify connecting perfectly. The wild charge making sure to stun Yuzhong for a couple of seconds. And that's going to be Lemon surviving for somehow. Healing has also been provided. Blessing of the Moon God is not yet available. I don't know why is it not available, but all right, it's going to be Feathered Airstrike cancelled out first blood though. Leslie takes it off the screen. That's going to be another knockup to cancel out the Normanon Blast. That was such a good utilization as well as disruption of the resources that the fight still continues. They want to do something out of the ordinary. Sicilian does not have enough damage for another retribution. Battle has been won by Yahiko.
Yes, Yahiko was able to take down the first turtle in the game, and actually, the Blessing of the Moonlight Goddess was used by this, SS back there, and therefore that was the very reason why the team survived there. Even Daytona's Welcome was used by Misery, but all the, the blessings that Estes used was somehow able to make the team survive for quite a bit longer. And yes, somehow Avengers has a kill lead, one kill lead for their side as well. They also managed to get one objective for their team. So yeah, that was a good one for Avengers.
Almost trying to steal that Go Crab away, and he actually managed to do that. Void is just putting salt onto the wounds of Erythia. He already managed to pick her up once in the early game and is not allowing her to take any farm at all. That's gonna be Wings by Wings, just dodge the Norman Blast. So quite a big resource already used up and a good trade from James.
Indeed, and Void is actually alone on the top lane here and is quite vulnerable as well. One sweep of that, heavy spin might just seal the deal for Void here, because none of the members are there from the side of Team Avengers. Pretty smart of Void to actually use her ultimate there, probably to reveal the positions right away. The gold shield being completely looted out, but Wing doesn't have much HP left, but the Blessing of the Moonlight Goddess will be able to heal him up right away.
I don't think so. That was a very good utilization of use.
Right.
Yeah, that wasn't necessary at that point, but I believe he thought that maybe Yahiko would want to press the issue, he would want to force that fight. So he just used it preemptively, but it turned out it was just a normal response for a pushback for the pressure that they were trying to apply on Leslie at that point. Turtle is up in the top side. We'll have to see which team has the priority. I feel like for now, looking at the goal lead of around 900, it's going to be Avengers, but that's going to be a very good utilization of heavy spins as well as the feathered airstrike. But the Sicilian somehow managed to survive that. That's gonna be the Daytona's line from and will take away the life of Hawkeye. That was such a massive outplay.
Indeed. Actually, the fight was initiated from the side of Team ICY PARADISE, with that heavy spin, and Farsa connecting the damage with her feathered air strike, but somehow the team fight was not in the favor of Team ICY PARADISE there, and this will probably be at the second turtle, which will be secured from the side of Team Avengers. Back-to-back two turtles in their hand, and Luminous Blast will be used right away, connecting to two of the members, and UETHL went down in the fight. Blessing of the Moonlight Goddess was used as well, but the timing was a bit off, I guess. That is the reason why she died there. Feather Airstrike being used, probably trying to clear the minion waves, protecting the mid lane towers, whereas a top lane is being destroyed from the side of Team Avengers. They are completely pressurizing, the lanes right now.
Making sure Leslie gets the farm that she needs, and that setup in the top lane just to take Wink out was absolutely amazing. Was started with the slow of Normanon Blast combined with the wild charge of Grog to make sure that the knockup is on point. And look at how aggressive they are playing, not letting them take the their blue buff. And for now, bottom side again, just like the previous game. Misery is doing his job, winning the 1v2, again taking the Yuzhong down. So it's basically repeating whatever happened in the previous game as well as in game number 1. And now with the touch of Grok into the jungle, it's just Team Avengers adding one thing or the other.
Yes, exactly. And look at how, this Farsa is being forced to use her ultimate, and each time just to clear out the minion waves. but yes, at this time, Avengers are trying to pressurize the bottom lanes, but the minion waves has not flown down to the bottom lane. Therefore, with that less HP bottom lane for the from the side of Team Icy Paradise, will be able to stand for quite a bit here. But a mid lane again quite vulnerable here. Farsa is not here to use the feathered airstrike and clear out the minion waves. Therefore, the mid lane towers are gone. Yahiko is there. Lemon just used his ultimate here. Akai is there. I haven't seen. I mean, I have seen him using his heavy spin, but he won't be using it for now. Whereas Turtle will be initiated from the side of Team Avengers.
I really like the way Avengers are actually, pressing the
Uh-huh.
issue on one part of the map and just set up the other push on the other side. They managed to take the mid tier one down just so the members of IC Paradise would need to rotate towards that lane. And when they did,
Uh-huh.
Lolita as well as Leslie, they were just ready in that bottom lane to, move forward with the aggro. But for
Oh,
now, the aggression is
oh.
going to come in by Avengers. They're trying to chunk a kite down, but that was a very
Mm-mm.
good use of the ultimate from
Oh.
Farsa. Flicker Numenon Blast forward did not connect on
Mm-hmm.
anyone, and that's going to result in the loss of life of Zebling. I don't know that was necessary or not. Maybe he just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to catch a few people off position, but that went
Uh-huh.
horribly wrong.
Yes, but still, the only the tank
Oh,
from the side of Team Avengers were dead. But look at that damage incoming from the Sicilian, melting down so much HP from the side of Team Icy Paradise here. Three of the members actually went down. Yuzong, I mean, he went down beforehand, but this time Wing and Ryuz were the one who went down with the damage from the Sicilian. And yes, just 8 minutes, 9 minutes inside the game, and 1-7. That's quite a kill lead and goal lead, I would say. 6k goal lead under 9 minutes.
that is a massive one indeed.
Uh-huh.
But the airstrike connecting yet again, making sure that Akai falls
Uh-oh.
though by the hands of Grog. That's something that Avengers have been doing
Lemon! Oh my god.
perfectly. Lemon, absolutely correct. Another killing spree though, taking the life of one more person. How is this guy
Mm-hmm.
doing that? How is he getting so much damage and so much value out of his bat's impact?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He has been farming efficiently since the very early game, and actually, Sicilian is being provided that purple buff as well because obviously, I mean, he will need that for some mana regeneration as well. And yes, as you said, the Sicilian is being a complete, I wouldn't say a carrier, but he is definitely the one who possesses the most amount of damage from the side of Team Avengers, and Sicilian being a late game hero. Okay, inside 10 minutes, having this advantage. I don't know what he will do in the if somehow the late game arrives here. But once again, next team fight initiation, Lolita actually went down. Blessing of the Moonlight Goddess will be used right away, healing quite a bit. But the damage from Sicilian is just too much to be able to be sustained here. Therefore, one last second really had no seconds there, and he just died. And they might as well be going in for the Lord and trying to end this. They might try to end this game.
Maybe because that's exactly what they can do without anyone posing any threat in the situation. Even though, just as you mentioned, Blessing of the Moon Goddess was used, the healing was not enough. The burst damage from Leslie, the burst damage from Cecilion, along with Grog, who's already made his Blade of Despair and probably is on his way for a Malefic Roar or maybe a Heptasis. It's just so much damage coming in from their side that that amount of healing is not posing any threat. The dominant size is also there in the hands of Baraz as well as Lolita, but mind it, they were not present in that previous fight. It's Sicilion as well with the dominant size, so they are valuing the healing that might come in from Estes. But again, the way that Avengers are countering the whole strategy is so mesmerizing to see.
Indeed, and we just saw the conceal being executed by the side of Sibling, but I think Icy Paradise are just too inside their territory. But I was sensing the flicker ultimate from the side of Zebling, but somehow no one got caught up in their feather airstrike right away from the side of Barca, probably trying to zone out and protect that mid lane I mean, as she could, but oh my god, heavy spin was used, but it countered by the Tona's welcome, and one last second is gone from the game. Oh my god, that was, I don't know, that was beautiful. The
How
ultimate on ultimate. Wow.
Yeah, I was thinking, how did Leslie manage to jump on the other side of Akai? And I just saw
Uh-huh.
that the flicker was burnt up, so the timing was absolutely perfect. Another
Uh-oh.
Norman blast connecting. Two people caught up, and Estes is the first one to fall. Yuzhong in the Black Dragon form
Uh-oh.
wants to
Uh-oh.
take Leslie down, but the burst damage
Ooh,
is absolutely
lemon.
insane.
Oh my god.
Not even in the Black Dragon form was he able to
Mm-mm.
survive. That's gonna be Farsa taken down yet again. Heavy crossbow used up, but Wink does not have damage at this point. How will he manage to save the tower? So he will be with the support of Akai that's gonna come in, and the discipline kicks in at the perfect time. Since Void is down,
Mm-hmm.
Avengers are gonna
Mm-mm.
retreat back.
Yes, they might have to retreat back and look at the current scenario of the map. Just look at the tower counts, look at the kill counts, look at the gold difference. Now, this is the perfect example of the gap, the difference here. So, yes, this might be a pretty hard match for IC Paradise to actually make a comeback because the late game potential is, you know, just as good as the late game potential is too good from the side of Avengers, and they're already dominating the the early and mid game. So I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
miserable
both of these,
situation. To be in.
they both
Uh-huh.
have almost the same type of idea. Both marksmen
Uh-huh.
as well as the mages, they come online in that mid to late game, and they
Uh-huh.
hit their power spikes in that mid game. So, but I believe Avengers, they've seemed to reach that point way too early as compared to IC Paradise.
True.
IC Paradise, they've reached their 33k gold mark right now. So finally,
Uh-huh.
they'll probably have enough gold to fill in their two core items. But at this point, I mean, there's just Avengers are just so far away that I don't think so. Even an Athena shield would be able to help you survive with that burst, because Sicilian probably might have the
Mhm.
divine glaive already.
Exactly.
They're just taking away the Lord so easily without any problem, baiting out the
Mm-hmm.
heavy spins. They're just doing everything perfectly at this point.
Yes, and this time it is gonna be the Luminous Lord, so this might as well be difficult for IC Paradise to defend the amount of pressure that IC Paradise could be in right now, because if they lose this match, it's done for them, like they're out of the game. So yes, Avengers just, you know, they're looking out for ending the game. Lord with that full HP. I don't know, probably he has the huge amount of HP on himself, but here we can see Numinous Blast will be used.
Oh,
Only two members got caught up, will be caught up, whereas Leslie will be able to get that Akai right away. Tower lock situation, I think, and this might as well be the end for Team IC Paradise with I think Rock also managed to get a kill here, and clean sweep victory incoming from the side of Team Avengers. They really assembled this time.
no. Ovarida is the thing that Avengers are saying at this point. Like, it's over for the members of IC Paradise. Sicilian again getting that MVP. I mean, he's been getting MVP for 2 games straight at this point. I feel like they should have banned it out of the respect, since they were not able to catch up to Lemon at all, because he used the
Exactly.
sprint. He had a way of running away from the Yuzhong. The Bat's feast gave him enough lifesteal to actually get that HP back, so that he's able to sustain even if someone was able to catch up to him. But the best part, Zebling with those Nominon blasts was on point.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, Yahiko following up with his wild charge. It was just a picture perfect combination from the side of Avengers.
Indeed, and the question has been answered, guys. The grok, the new, the quite changes on the drafts that we got to see answered good for Team Avengers as they were able to perfectly execute the draft that they had picked here. And even though, as you mentioned, Zebling has that silver medal, but he definitely contributed a lot in this game. Now moving ahead to the data section, obviously Sicilian has the most amount of damage from the side of Team Avengers, whereas Wing actually on 32% damage, 100% team fight participation. Now you can take a look on the data section and analyze it for yourself. And oh my god, what a game it was. What a game it was.
Yeah, Wink, even though he went out and dealt 36,000 damage, that's 32% of the whole team damage, Cecilion, he's out damaged him by almost double, 61,000. Yes, I know I'm not that good at maths, but still, it's just almost 45% more than what Wink did in the whole match. Even though Farsa with 41,000 damage, 36% of total team damage was there, but it was just not enough. Yahiko as well as
Uh-huh.
Void, both with around 19 and 24% damage from their team. They did an absolutely insane job making sure that the backline was just shut down. And
Mhm.
every time Jinx he tried to go in with the feathered airstrike, Grok's wild charge was there. He had absolutely no other job, I believe, to do apart from just ruining that feathered airstrike for Jinx. So he made sure
Mhm.
that he Jinx has a lot of problem in positioning. So that's probably how they were able to get that win for themselves. But no matter what happens now, I personally think that Wayne's Dynasty tomorrow or day after tomorrow they'll be banning out the Sicilian so
Uh-huh.
that he does not get his hands onto that hero. But that's gonna be it for today's games, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. You all are
Mhm.
watching the annual Ace Invitational tournament. This has been Scaredyet from the casting deck along with Sama. We've all had fun, and it's going to be Wayne's Dynasty as well as Avengers moving forward. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow at the same time with the upper bracket matches. See you all. Have a good night.
In this one.
That's the feather there. Strike used up already, but Sicilian's not gonna survive the dive in of two people. That would be Paquito. But finally, Link has been taken down. Esmeralda doing the job. But this time, Paquito seems to be in trouble. He's already burnt up the
Mhm.
flicker. Where is the jab? Did he have that? Wants to go in for more taunt. Let's see if Yahiko will be able to pick another one off. And look at Nibiru's passion, dealing absolutely nothing. He tanked so much damage. That's gonna be a razor.
Oh my god.
What was that damage? Wink was out in a blink, man. That was insane play. Such a perfect. It'll be even a higher level rod. The Nomenon Blast again connecting on two people. Feathered Airstrike has also been used, but Takai falls by the hands of Leslie. The true damage queen is back into the action. Zebling solo. He manages to bait quite a lot of people out, and now Esmeralda will have to retreat. Beatrice is not the one you can. But Takai falls by the hands of Leslie. The true damage queen is back into the action. Zebling solo. He manages to bait quite a lot of people out, and now Esmeralda will have to retreat. Beatrice is not the one you can, face
Uh-huh.
against because of the presence of that demon hunter sword, but that's about it that they wanted to do. It streaks right in front of everyone. Abraser's Wrath is not yet available, but still he will be able to take him down. And as soon as wings fall, everyone from the side of ICY PARADISE wants to retreat. Takai is still there. There is heavy spins available. No, not yet. Yahiko's will secure that lord. Ice King won't secure by 11, so he
Only one surviving here, and Zebling is trying to chase the hell out of this Paquito, probably trying to make a wipeout situation here. Falling Stamina will be used right away, does not connect here. Perfect is quite not perfect here. He gets caught up and instantly melted. Immortality will be popped up, but he will be going down in the hand. Here Zebling is there, but you can see how Baksha is trying to invade here, and a good execution of Retribution will be able to take it down, but Nunes Blast will be used. Three members actually got caught up here. Iron Hook will be connected as well, and Yahiko will be going down. Daytona's Welcome will be used up on this Baksha. Doesn't have much HP left, and he just a couple of hundreds, but yes guys, a lead is lead, and they are going in for the next turtle. So let's see who takes down the next turtle, but Numinous Blast will be used. Two of the members got caught up here. Ultimate will be, not ultimate, go away will be used by this Wing, but Daytona's Welcome will be able to take her down, and Pit who takes down the next turtle, but Numinous Blast will be used. Two of the members got caught up here. Ultimate will be, not ultimate, go away will be used by this Wing, but Daytona's Welcome will be able to take her down and not pitting, actually stunning her in the wall, and double kill will be secured by Leomord here, and Yuzong trying to make some move here. Leomord instead, and Bakshia is the only one who is in this turtle lane. Fanko will be following up, so let's see if they manage to take down this turtle, or maybe it's actually a 2v3 situation, but Valentina will be incoming here. Bakshia will not be able to take all the damage, but he has 1 HP left, but good execution of Iron Hook up, so let's see if they manage to, take down this turtle, or maybe it's actually a 2v3 situation, but Valentina will be incoming here. Bakshay will not be able to take all the damage, but he has 1 HP left, but good execution of Iron Hook coming in from this Franco. I'll play the situation, no miss blast will be used.
Man, Detona, that's about it. Can't help you further with that. And again, but the follow-up that came in from Avengers, that was absolutely on point, because they ended up winning that trade-up, and they actually got even the turtle as well as the follow-up kill on Basha. That is the enemy jungler. That's going to be the Norman Blast in the mid lane. Another great pick off.
Baksha dealing, trying to deal some damage here, but he will be able to, Misery will be able to flicker out from the situation here. Phantom State will be used, but Void will be able to take down this Van right over Luminous Blast once again. Go away, but that will be of no use, because Void will be able to take down this Lolita right
So that's going to be an amazing initiation. The Black Dragon form has also been used, but Void making sure to deal the burst damage, staying into that black line, while Sicilian with that Bats impact, making sure the enemies are low enough for Leomort to just go ahead and pick those kills of Sanguine Claws, connecting. And this is a good counter to Franco, but since there was no Atlas available this time, Lolita is doing the exact same thing. Lord will chunk down the mid inhibitor a lot more, and that's going to be used on taking a lot of aggro. One Bats impact is not there. Phantom Steed connecting, and that is going to be one pick off already. Leomort's ultimate has been stolen, but have enough sustain.
Oh my god, what the heck? What the heck was that damage? Lemon, are you kidding me?
In an instant. In an instant. That is how stacked up Lemon is on that Sicilian Pasha with the Tortoise Poison. It's going to be Avengers, but that's going to be a very good utilization of heavy spins as well as the feathered airstrike. But the, Sicilian somehow managed to survive that. That's gonna be the Detona's welcome away the Viper.
Game, I mean, the team fight was not in the favor of Team ICY PARADISE there, and this will probably be at the second turtle, which will be secured from the side of Team Avengers. Back-to-back 2 turtles in their hand, and Luminous Blast will be used right away, connecting to 2 of the members, and REQUITAL went down in the fight. Blessing of the Moonlight Goddess was
and when they did, Lolita as well as Leslie, they were just ready in that bottom lane to move forward with the aggro, but for now the aggression is gonna come in by Avengers. They're trying to chunk a kite down, but that was a very good use of the ultimate from Farsa. Flicker Numenon Blast forward, did not connect on anyone, and that's going to result
quite a kill lead and goal lead, I would say. 6k goal lead under 9 minutes.
That is a massive one indeed, but the airstrike connecting yet again, making sure that Akai falls low by the hands of Grog. That's something that Avengers have been doing perfectly. Lemon, absolutely correct. And
from the side of Zebling, but somehow, no one got caught up in their feather airstrike right away from the side of Farsa, probably trying to zone out and protect that mid lane as as she could, but oh my god, heavy spin was used, but it countered by Detona's welcome, and one last second is
so the timing was absolutely perfect. Another Norman Blast connecting. 2 people caught up, and Estes is the first one to fall. Yuzhong in the Black Dragon form wants to take Leslie down, but the burst damage is absolutely insane.
Oh my god.
Even in the Black Dragon form was he able to survive. That's gonna be Farsa taken down yet again. Heavy cross.
Or probably they're looking out for ending the game. Lord with that full HP, I don't know, probably he has the huge amount of HP on himself, but here we can see the Blast will be used. 2 members got caught up, Godlike will be caught up, whereas Leslie will be able to get that Akai right away. Tower lock situation, I think, in this one.
That's the feather there. Strike used up already, but Sicilian's not gonna survive the dive in of 2 people. That would be Paquito, but finally Zinc has been taken down. Esmeralda doing the job, but this time Paquito seems to be in trouble. He's already burnt up the flicker. Where is the jab? He has that. He wants to go in for more taunt. Let's see if Yahiko will be able to pick another one off. And look at Nibiru's passion, dealing absolutely nothing. He tanked so much damage. That's gonna be a freezer.
Oh my god.
What was that?